Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's the R&G Podcast.
Just to let y'all know, my name is Ron. I'm in a silly mood, man. I'm in a silly mood.
And I'm Gerald. But you know what? Look, yo, we talk about chemistry, right? I knew he was about to say something or do something. That's why I had to turn.
He didn't introduce the shit like he normally do. You know what I'm saying?
I just, I'm like, yo, he's about to do something.
Let me see this nigga's on his toes. You know what I'm saying?
let him get this off his chest. You know what I mean?
All right, we cool.
But what up, everybody? It's R&G Podcast, as we just said already. We do have a really good podcast for you today. We got a lot to talk about today, as usual. But before we do that, we're going to go around the room. And how was your week?
Oh, my week was good, man. Had a couple days off, enjoyed them, slept good, ate good. That's all I do anyway, so how's your week?
Talked about my week off camera, but it was a hectic week for me. Nothing with work wise, but health wise. Had a little minor thing with me with migraine and stuff like that. But trying to get myself together. I do a lot. I wear a lot of hats. Sometimes it catches up with you if you're not taking care of your body. So,
True shit.
I just gotta make sure I'm doing a better job taking care of me, so I can, be here longer. Be here longer. I mean, I'm not joking about it. I don't want to sit here and try to put some humor with it, but, it's like when your parents or somebody like a relative older than you, they tell you to cherish every moment or to take care of your body because when you get older, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah,
they not lying about that, man. I'm 38. I'm gonna be 39 this year. In September. So I do try to take care of my body the best way I can. And sometimes I slip a little bit, and I should. Nobody should be slipping when it comes to their health, especially now in this pandemic, man. Because any type of underlying thing that you kind of gain in this pandemic, it's going to end up hurting you. So
facts.
I'm just like I said, getting back on track, doing what I do. But how about you, Jeff? How was your week?
My shit was good. I hit the ball. I hit the Powerball.
Word?
Yeah.
So we got to pay rent no more, huh?
Nigga, $2. That's all I hit. $2, nigga.
That excitement was kind of low, you know what I'm saying? They say, yeah, I hit the Powerball.
Oh, no, nigga, I wouldn't even be here. They'd be like, yo, where Jeff at? I've been calling this nigga since Thursday. Man, I'm gone.
Yeah, we definitely probably wouldn't have had nothing today.
Definitely not. Nigga, Jeff renewed his passport, all kinds of shit, right?
Jeff already on the island somewhere.
Like, hey, nigga, this is a heads-up text. Don't look for me no more.
With drinking out of a coconut and shit.
Because when niggas do some shit, you be looking like, damn, like he ain't invite us.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, nah, man. Other than that, it was good though. Yeah, like I said, just nicked. I got $2 on it, man. Spent like $20 on tickets. I was like, I gotta throw something at it just to see.
Right.
It was $1 billion. I gotta see just to see how I can hit it.
Yeah, they had like $1 million tickets.
Yeah.
It'd been I'd win one of them shits, all of them. Shit.
Shoot.
After taxes, it would have equaled $1 million, right?
Wait, how much I take it? Wait, nah. No, you don't carry the six like that. That's not that new math, nigga. Yeah, man. But it's good though. Watch your health, Gerald, man. I'm there. That shit sucks. I'm gonna just tell you that, man. Change your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Change your habits now. Put down that red meat. Stop fucking with that fried shit. Drink a shitload more water. Try to cut back on sugar. Because
definitely with the sugar.
Because with this can easily blow into diabetes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
right.
It's a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And try to lose weight the best you can. You know?
It's great because I remember when I had gout and people was like, they make their little jokes and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, this shit ain't funny, bro. I can't walk. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The shit was,
Exactly.
you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I would call out of work. I said, Karanya, you can't call out 1 day a week. I said, well, nigga, you lucky I ain't calling out 5 days a week. I'm limping around the spot. How does that look, though?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So if I get to the spot, I like making people look stupid, honestly. Because I told my manager at that time, I said, if I come in and I can't work, why am I here? He just stared at me. He said, yeah, look stupid, bro. Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
What you going to tell me?
Go home, nigga. Fuck
Yeah.
out of here. I knew that.
I could have stayed home. That's why I called you. I didn't come in like talking about the shit. I gave you a phone call, but yeah, man, I'm trying my best. Cutting out the I'm not a health nut, and I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I am, but at the same time, it's a lot of shit I did cut out. You know what I mean? As far as like sweets, like a lot of like cakes and cookies and chips, and
Yeah.
I don't drink soda. I drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why we was talking about the red meat earlier.
Yeah.
The shit
yeah.
just smells bad anyway to me when it's cooking. You know what I mean?
You know,
So,
once you get off it for a while, yeah, it's hard. You be looking at it and shit, be like, yeah.
yeah, it's
What is
like
this?
I just walk past. I walk right past, and every time I look at it, I just think of that smell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I don't need that shit. It smells bad, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck, like,
They do, bro. I use a lot of the ground turkey meat,
Mhm.
especially in the pasta. Yeah, a lot of pasta's not all that great for you either, but
Nah, all the carbs. Yeah.
yeah, it's an easy make because all you're doing is boiling the noodles and you add in your ingredients after the noodles is
You ever notice
what
that
I mean?
the easiest shit to make be the worst shit? Or the
That's
shit
word.
you can only have like once a month. You
That's
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like that's me.
But you know what? When we were playing football, this is back when the Tri-Borough Diner was on
Oh, wow.
Exit Street.
Wow.
We used to go there. We used to go there the day before the games on like Thursday nights,
Yeah.
right after practice, and we'll have pasta, and the whole deal with that is because it's packed with a lot of iron, and it's pretty essential, for us, playing in the game.
Right.
So and they had the best cheesy bread too. That cheesy bread was good as hell, bro. But I mean, but that was like our ritual. We'll go there every Thursday night, go there and get our meal, and just prepping ourselves for the next day.
Yeah.
And when we had the Saturday games, this is when the arena dining was still around. We'll go there, have the breakfast, and get ready for the for the game day on that Saturday.
Yeah.
So but back to what we were saying, like it's a lot of carbs plus a lot of starch is not that good for you either. It's healthy though, like you need starch,
Yeah.
you need it, but
Well, nigga,
you
we
can,
need salt, but we don't need that much.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
you can always you can always
Yeah.
overdo it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's another
Um,
thing I stopped using salt. I don't use salt when I cook.
That's
Yeah.
a main key. Cut
I-
down on that
I
shit.
don't use salt when I cook.
and
Cut it down.
I'm not gonna speak for everybody. Well, I could probably speak for Ron too, because Ron does the same thing. The thing with pasta, it's filling. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can, but you can overdo it, filling yourself too. But it's filling because you're not gonna sit there and be like, damn, like an hour or 2 hours later, I gotta get something else. You're gonna be satisfied over that bowl of spaghetti or
Right.
ziti you had,
You're right.
or macaroni and cheese.
But you know what it is? We not kids no more. So you were playing a football game. You gonna burn that shit off in the 12 hours.
Right.
When you got up and ran around and got knocked and got hit and all that shit.
That's the positive.
I'm that
of it.
nigga sitting there watching you from the stands. Well, yeah. Somebody give me some popcorn so I can eat.
Yeah.
This shit sit on top.
See, now what you just said, that's the positive
thing.
effect from that.
Yeah.
Because us right now, shit, we sitting on the couch now, probably drinking a beer,
Yeah.
probably having a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I don't drink soda. Well, no, what? I don't drink soda.
My first office job fucked me up. They was eating good. All that pasta, cheese, whatever the fuck it is. I started eating good, but you wasn't doing shit but sitting down. Your hands was working with nothing else.
Yeah, man.
Next thing you know, 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm 50 fucking pounds extra. How the hell did I get this?
Work. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's nuts.
I was buying pizza. It's a good spot. It's in Garfield. The place is called Santoni's. It's probably one of my favorite pizza spots in Garfield.
Mhm.
But they got a $15 special where you buy 2 pies.
Yeah.
I was doing that every Tuesday, buying 2 pies.
Damn.
And yeah,
he was keeping on business strong.
Yo, I was doing it every.
Gerald coming? Oh yes, we gonna pay the rent.
You know how you have the Taco Tuesdays or whatever.
2 pie G.
Yo, we had Pizza Tuesdays, and it got to the point that I'm like, damn, I started blowing up. You know,
Hell yeah,
you know how you start getting fat and you start seeing your belly make that round cuff.
Oh, nigga, I know.
Oh man, I said, wait a minute, nah, man. And then I noticed it on my son. I said, yo, we gotta chill, bro.
It's that cheese. If you get good mozzarella cheese, is like the worst fucking for you to keep eating and eating. When you watch them and all that shit that comes up, I'm like, oh, nigga. But it tastes great. I'm not going to lie.
It do.
That's why
tastes great.
When you cook pizza and it's greasy, that grease ain't coming from the crust.
Yeah, exactly. The crust be sucking.
Nah.
That shit can't even hold this shit up no more.
You got to think about
that shit be floppy.
You got to think about what you add into it. You got you got your pepperonis.
Yeah.
Like I made up my own shit. It wasn't on the menu. I was getting chicken and pineapple.
Look at this nigga. But it had a special.
It was good,
Can
though.
I get the Gerald, nigga?
It was good, man.
I'm sure.
It was good.
I'm sure, nigga.
And then you added you add the buffalo wings with that, and then you added breadsticks and like
blue cheese.
Yeah. I was doing too much.
Oh,
man.
you was keeping them niggas healthy in business, nigga.
Like my dad asked me one week. He said, "How much money you spend on food a week?"
Yep, that's exactly what was going next. I'm like, yeah.
I just gave him a look. He said, "Yeah,
Yeah, cook that shit in the house."
So, but yeah, I'm chilling now with all that, bro. Like I try to cook more at home. Like me and Sierra, we try to cook more at home, and
Yeah.
We was talking about like the shit. Jeff, you said something about like the shit that you make quick. That's why I had to. I ain't gonna put her on blast by saying her name, but my sister, she loved oodles and noodles, but she stopped eating it. That shit's still in the cabin.
That's no good for you too.
I say up with some plastic noodles. It's done in 3 minutes, and you adding like 100 grams of fucking salt in that little ass silver packet.
Yo, you ain't even salt is what saved that bitch, nigga. That's it. That's all that
I saw Master P on Instagram. You know, I talked about it before. He got his own brand of oodles and noodles, right?
Yes.
He was actually on Instagram talking about how to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a black man and all this other stuff. And then in the video.
You still watching it?
It's my son calling me.
Go, you gotta take it?
No, I thought I turned the volume down. Anyway, but in the video he was like, I'm getting a little hungry. But then he said, you know, we gonna go. I got the Master P oodles and noodles, but that's what we're gonna have. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm hungry.
Hey man.
But I'm like, yo, like he's doing that. To me, I'm thinking like, yo, he's doing this just to show off. He's not really gonna eat. Mm-hmm. Man, he put it, you know, put the water in there, mix it up, put it in the microwave, and he's slurping the noodles and talking. I'm like, oh damn, he really serious with it, man.
I'm trying to show you how easy it is, nigga. How I'm mastered.
But damn, man, you know how much sodium is in that thing?
I'm not gonna say, hey, like I ain't never eat this shit, bro. I used to buy packs, and I used to get like not the singles. I bought the actual like the 12 pack. Yeah. I used to stock up on that shit. Yeah. But that shit ain't good, bro. Like.
You know how cheap that shit is?
Yeah.
That shit is super cheap, dude.
Like, depending on where you go.
You ain't even got to break a 5 to get about 24 pack, nigga. You're like, yeah, word up.
Anytime you put a pack of noodles on the counter, nigga, you get change back. I only gave him $1.
Exactly. 62 cents. Like,
That's for 3. Imagine what motherfuckers can do with a tax return on oodles and noodles.
Aw, nigga. You own the empire. Like, I want to buy the company, nigga. How much? $300, nigga.
Top. Nigga said 3. That's some empire.
They said black should own something, so I was like, let me go buy a ramen joint.
Right.
Nigga, fuck out of here.
So we gotta have a conversation. Black shit own something. I agree. I agree. But let me holler at you real quick. I don't think this shit gonna work, bro. Can have a conversation about oodles and noodles. Chemistry, like G was saying earlier,
man.
but
Shit.
that shit. He said $300 a fucking empire. I'm nigga, if you don't go get you a 9 to 5, $300. Only nigga with an empire still got to save up and shit. All right, man. I got a headache. My bad. Oh, man.
So I'm glad everybody had a good week. All right, so that shit was funny. That shit was funny. But in between that, my son calling me. Oh God, leave me alone, boy.
That 300 that fucked me up. All right, we gonna move on. We gonna move on.
We're gonna move on.
Definitely.
All right, so we got 2 Q&As today. I'm gonna let Ron lead off with the first one. I got one too. So
yeah, yours should definitely be it's more of a serious. You know what I mean? So the Q&A is I'm gonna just say this, right? I saw a picture on Facebook. You know what I mean? Somebody I know posted it, and I reposted it, and it says who's funnier. Now the top of the picture, it was a picture. The picture on top, it was two groups of comedians.
Okay.
The top group was the Kings of Comedy. The bottom group was Tracy Morgan, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, and Chris Rock.
did you tag me on that?
I think I did. I did.
Yo, Jeff, you can go on my Facebook page and because Ron tagged me in that. You can see exactly what he's talking about.
And it was people were just going. People had their own opinions. A lot of people wasn't really big on Tracy Morgan. As far as like why is he in the picture?
Oh, being that funny?
Yeah, things of that nature.
Nigga, this your shit. Thank God we not showed this shit yet. I don't leave that shit like that.
I'm looking just like you looking.
I'm like, damn, Joe, this shit real lit. I gotta come back.
Jesus.
Yo,
I posted that.
nigga, this you, ain't it? Joe Francis Jr.? I don't know.
You know what? Because I'm in these sports caves, like these sports.
Nigga, that ain't got shit to do with
Groups.
sports, nigga.
Listen, I can't.
Yo,
Nice
Jeff.
save.
Look,
Like, yo. Woo.
I can't control what they post,
Fucking
bro.
Giants, nigga.
But you know what?
It's coming.
It never be sports related. Like, yo, why you posting all this crazy stuff?
Of course.
Whatever, though. You get me in trouble.
When'd you post it? What day? I'm just scrolling like a mother.
It was like last week, right?
Oh, a week ago?
I'm trying to.
I think it was like last week.
Jones.
Damn.
I don't even see it on my own page.
Sniped you on that shit.
That's some bullshit. I'm on December 12th. All right, hold on.
Goddamn, nigga. Damn.
Bro, I posted this shit. Like, what the fuck? I know shits don't disappear. What they do? They I don't know.
If you go into the comments, you probably see a comment that somebody made. I believe somebody made a comment about it.
Which one's the comments? Walk me around this shit. Damn, where I'm going?
Hold on, I
Pages.
could probably go to whose page I got it from.
Let me know.
I don't even see it.
Come on.
Sorry for the delay. It should be a bell.
Anyway, keep talking. Keep because we getting dead air.
Okay,
Keep talking.
there's a bell there. You see the bell over to the right?
Yep.
Right there.
Notifications.
Yep. So you should see some comments that was made about it. Because Ron definitely
Yeah,
tagged
this is
me.
crazy, bro.
But go ahead, keep on talking about it.
Keep going.
So the Q&A is as far as like the top comedians being the top row of comedians was the Kings of Comedy. The bottom row, I'll repeat them, was Tracy Morgan, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, and Chris Rock. And people really wanted
Right there. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I'll put it out. Keep going. I'll put it out.
People really wanted Tracy Morgan to be swapped out with Bernie Mac. You know what I mean? And like just put Bernie Mac with Chappelle Rock and Eddie Murphy. My thing is this. It's I don't know. I can go back and forth over like you know what I mean, who's funnier or which group of people was funny, but every one of these comedians had their moment, you know what I mean, where you was like, all right, this shit is funny.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like the group itself, man, I don't want to go to each comedian and like analyze their style of comedy and things like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna do it real quick. That's gonna take over too much time.
Well, I just started the clock, so go ahead.
No, man. I don't want to sit here and rant and ramble and shit, but all right, the Kings of Comedy is Steve Harvey, is Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac, Dale Hughley. To me, Dale Hughley, he's funny, but to me, he was funnier like Def Jam days.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He can still get on stage and do his shit and be funny, but like, he was funny at Def Jam days. Bernie Mac, it speaks for itself. That's Bernie. Right. Bernie Mac is always going to explode on stage. You know what I mean? Steve Harvey's funny to me, like, when he wants to be. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really the one looking up for the Steve Harvey stand-up, but I'm not saying he's not funny.
Okay.
Cedric the Entertainer is, I'm not going to say hit or miss. Like, Cedric he got his moments, too. Like, he could have, like, Kings of Comedy, it wasn't really his best shit, but he did another stand-up. That should have been on the Kings of Comedy. That
I know
material.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
That material.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, I'm not even going to, I mean, it just speaks for us. Me personally, as far as like comedians go, I'm not really Tracy Morgan to me was funny on Martin as Hustle Man.
Yeah. I forgot he was Hustle Man.
Yeah. I give him that much. Like, as far as like a Tracy Morgan stand up, like I seen him. You know what I mean? It wasn't for me. You know what I mean? But the rest of the guys, you know, Eddie, Rock, Chappelle, they speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like legends. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
I felt that Eddie Murphy should have been in that top tier.
With them or replacing somebody?
Replacing with Cedric the Entertainer.
You said replace him.
People were saying no, but people were saying the opposite.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
people saying the opposite. People say, yo, remove Tracy Morgan and put Bernie Mac on the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that too. But you know what? Yeah. I'm not shitting on the comedians on the bottom. You know what I mean? Besides Tracy Morgan, because you know he alright. He ain't all that. You know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Tracy
right.
Morgan. I mean, it's hit or miss with him. You know what I mean?
Mostly miss.
But
you know that nigga live in the cliffs. He ain't nothing but a stone throw away. That nigga come and get your ass.
That's all right.
You talking shit, bro?
Yeah, I was.
But the guys on the top tier, man. I mean, that's the original, man. Like, how can you just dismiss that? That's how I'm looking at it. I feel like there's people that's dismissing them from being funny or being who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixed bag on the bottom.
I think I know what you're saying. Because the top, like the Kings of Comedy, is the Kings of Comedy. Like they went on the road together. They got chemistry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They tell jokes. You know what I mean? They know each other's jokes sitting backstage and shit like that.
Right.
They got that chemistry. As far as the bottom, this is what I think you're saying. They just threw a bunch of great comedians and said who's better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is like to you and Jeff.
Go ahead.
I'm answering myself. If the bottom row did a show. Like them right there, like that Chris Rock, that Eddie, that Chappelle, that Tracy Morgan.
Gotcha.
If they did a show, would it be? I'm not gonna would it be a great show? Because all of these guys on the bottom, as you look at them, they're not like, as far as like now, they're not like really like. I'm not gonna say they're not tour guys, but they're not. Chris Rock is not coming out like after. You know what I mean? Like a regular, you know what I mean? Like an unknown comedian. You feel what I'm saying? Like
facts.
People know Chris Rock, and the same thing with Eddie, Chappelle, and yeah. You know what I mean? So like, if they put on a show, as far as like, I don't know how to say. You know how the Kings of Comedy, it just relish together.
Yeah.
All four of these comedians, because before correct me if I'm wrong. Before DL, they had Guy Torry.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know how that happened either. But before, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Come on, King. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But I'm being honest, bro. Like
this nigga blunt.
I ain't here to sugarcoat shit, bro. I'm being honest.
I don't know how that happened either.
Oh man, that was tough.
But like the bottom, like if the bottom row put on the show, I'm gonna stop rambling because I ain't even let y'all answer it yet. But if the bottom row put on the show, Do you think it'd be a great show just because they're big names?
It would be a great show because they're great comedians, and even though a lot of them are past their prime, I mean they're still fun. They're still good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they'll outmatch the original Kings of Comedy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that I'm not saying the original Kings of Comedy will be better than them.
Okay.
To me, it will kind of be like somewhat evenly matched or pick 'em if he was a betting man. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't even think evenly matched.
I
don't think evenly matched.
I think some of those. I think like if people just go with the bottom, I don't think. I'll put it this way: I didn't see the Dave Chappelle like this Dave Chappelle. I didn't see the Dave Chappelle stand up where he's sitting on the stool, and to be honest, like the shit wasn't that funny.
I've seen that too.
But that's the thing. Like once a comedian reaches a certain height, we had the same discussion with rap music. Once they reach a certain height, it's like whatever they do or say, like it's gonna be hot because it's them.
Well,
no,
it's like in a sense, it's they're rappers, and you watch them come up, now they turn pop. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Doing what you got no business doing.
I don't know. See, here's my take on it. I agree with Ron. Tracy Morgan is definitely fucking hit or miss because I saw him when he was at Bergen Pack, and that motherfucker was missing. That was right after he had his accident, but he said he was missing. He limped up. He drove there from his house in his Bugatti, late as shit, hopped out of the Bugatti with his cane, came in, and just like you got that notepad, that nigga had all his jokes on the notepad. He sat his ass down. The dudes in front of him were funny. The openers, one was hilarious.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, this motherfucker, like hilarious motherfuckers were standing ovation on this nigga. He came down, sat down, literally sat down like your old uncle, opened up his book, and started telling jokes. And he was like, "I'm gonna just try shit out with y'all. I'm just coming back."
See that
and that's what kind of killed the night. I was like, "Oh."
It was like story time, huh?
That had to.
That's exactly. Yo, you ain't even lying. That's exactly what the fuck the shit was like.
That had to be your original shit. Remember when Deion Cole, when he first came out, he put a notepad out of his back pocket. That was part of. That was part of his. Yeah, that was part of his act.
Yeah, he was chunky.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was way before Blackish and all this shit he on. You know what I mean? But. That was part of his shit.
If that's part of your act,
and he was funny.
I mean, like you said, he was funny. You know what I mean? But if he's just, if Tracy Morgan is just doing a stunt like that, man, like come on, bro, like
you can't look for a big following and you bombing.
Yeah, I get you. And another one that would kill me too would be I don't know what Eddie gonna do because Eddie on his new shit coming back, I'm gonna be like, look, man, you can go. You go right over there with Tracy in practice. Hit up the Bergen Packs of the world and keep your shit moving. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I can't watch.
I don't know. I guess that's. I guess that's anybody else's opinion. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. It's no right or wrong answer.
No. It's subjective.
You know
everybody like different things. It's like, you know what? I don't like some of those bullshit ass comics that do that weird shit. Like you ever seen that? Who's that fat Spanish guy? The Iglesias dude, whatever the hell this shit is.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I don't remember his name though.
His shit is corny to me.
I know you're talking
about.
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
I'm like, God damn, what Mexican American is listening to your ass, nigga?
He's fat
not even funny in Spanish.
He's fat as hell, right?
Yeah. It's like he is not. To me, it's not funny. Like that. But then there's some motherfuckers who die over his shit.
Yeah, I mean, you be hearing it in the video. I'm like, damn, that was really that funny?
It's subjective. Yeah, I'm like, nigga, what did he say?
But you ever like rewind certain shit because like maybe you didn't catch the punchline?
I'm gonna keep it real funky. With when you watch shit on video, a lot of that shit is edited too. What they do, they edit the sound.
Okay, yeah.
So like, what they said in Kings of Comedy, but before Bernie had died, and I think one of them, somebody was beefing with somebody. Steve Harvey was beefing with someone else.
Bernie Mac.
Wasn't DL beefing too?
Yeah, DL was beefing with somebody too. They took the laugh track from Bernie and put it on Steve's shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, cause Steve's jokes were missing.
I can see that.
And so they were just laughing the shit up. And Bernie was like, he held back because of the people he was around. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was the headliner ready to rock. So it was a whole lot of stuff like when you see the shit coming out now. But I believe it because his second joint was hilarious. The other one he did was
they was also beefing over stage time.
Of course, who gonna get most? Who gonna get more?
And it was hard as hell to come in after Bernie Mac because he already fucking tore the house down.
But that's the key. Yo, I'm gonna be 100. Hey, Dave Chappelle on his mediocre day, and I'm a bullshit comic. I'm not going after that motherfucker. I'm be like, well, the show's over. All right, guys, get home safe. Like, wait, nah, you had 20 minutes. Nah. Nah, don't even worry about it.
They said that shit too. They say like nobody wanted to follow Bernie.
Hell
you know
no.
what I mean? That's common sense though.
Can you imagine being corny? Niggas is like, what the fuck is this shit? They're like just angry and shit.
And you know what? I think the person that came after him was Cedric the Entertainer.
I see Ced. When Ced be in his cursing bag and all that shit, he funny to me.
Yeah, he is.
He could be funny when he on that like, let me channel 7 this bitch up or whatever the fuck it is.
I mean,
okay.
I don't know if he came after Bernie Mac all the time on the tour.
They probably switched the rotation.
A couple times when he came on after him.
Yeah.
Man.
Why?
It's like
said why.
It don't make sense.
It's like you know how you're the visiting team in a game or whatever.
Yes.
And the crowd is going wild. Then all of a sudden, you got the away team. They just shushed the whole goddamn stadium.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, man! I'm like, damn.
That's sad, man. Yeah. R.I.P. to them. Damn Bernie.
I mean,
I miss Bernie, man.
Yeah, definitely. But I put it this way: I don't think you know how the Kings of Comedy age. Like you can still go back and look at that shit. I don't think like the bottom row. I don't think that would. I don't think that special would age well.
Fudge, no.
No, man, I really don't. Because there's a lot of. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of same thing with sports. You know what I mean? We don't on sports yet, but same thing with sports with the whole what was it, Harden, Kyrie, and who else? Durant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just throwing a bunch of big names together. Same thing. The Lakers did the same shit. Just throwing a bunch of big names together and expecting something, and like they can't get fucked with. No, that's not how it happens. Everybody gonna have a bad day.
Well, speaking of the Brooklyn Nets, and we're gonna touch a little bit on that in sports. I told y'all, man, this ain't gonna work, bruh. I mean, we got the dribbling circus in the Brooklyn area now, man. Matter of fact, they are the Globetrotters of the NBA. That's what you might as well call them. Dribble.
The Globetrotters?
dribble.
Now think about it.
Dribble, and no defense.
Nobody here to see the Globetrotters shoot the ball.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's all a bunch of ball tricks.
And come on, and listen. Let me keep it
That's
real.
so true.
Let me keep it real right now. I'm gonna tap into it when we get into sports. I'm gonna keep it real right now. They lost to the Cavs twice.
Yeah.
They lost to the Cavs again last night. They got no defense. Until they fix that, they're going to suck.
Was that double overtime game?
No, that was the game before that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But like I said, man, the Knicks will always run New York. I don't care how many people want to debate me. You can debate me till your face turns blue, black, whatever. Well, you can't turn black if you're already black. But you know what I mean? The Knicks will. It's just like the Giants. The Giants will always run New York. The Yankees, you know I'm a Mets fan. It pains me to say that, but this year the Mets are going to be great. Can't wait. But the Yankees will always run New York.
Why did they even take the fucking Nets out of Jersey? Jersey can't have shit. Why did they even take the Nets out of Jersey?
They're trying to take the Devils away from whatever the hell we got.
You got to blame Jay-Z for that. Jay-Z had a big hand in that.
Yeah, I know.
That nigga owned 0.2% of the company.
But
It was
still.
your face.
But
we
still.
blaming this nigga. He was like, you know what? Let's go to Brooklyn.
He pushed it.
No, it was cheaper.
It's like the stupidest shit. To me, the Brooklyn Nets is up there with the Washington football. It don't sound right.
I get
the
you.
Brooklyn Nets.
That's only because we knew them for so long.
Yeah, but it still don't sound. That's what I'm talking about. Leave shit the way it is. A lot of shit don't need no change. Not the name, just the fucking players.
But
Shit ain't broken. What you talking about?
Don't you find it ironic though that the Nets moved to go to Brooklyn, but they put the Devils hockey team in the ghetto? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but they were trying to leave too, remember?
They was talking about going to Nashville.
Yeah.
Nashville what?
Tennessee.
No, the Devils.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nashville Devils.
The Devils actually they didn't originate.
That one line up, Ryan. You can't. That one line right up. Yeah, that's right. That sounded about right.
The Devils didn't
That's nasty. Bro.
they didn't originate in Jersey. They actually moved to Jersey back in I think the 70s.
Oh, really?
I think they started out somewhere in Canada or somewhere in upper north. I forget exactly where, but they didn't originate over here.
See, like when you know the history, like it sounds right. Like when it's introduced to you as is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? New Jersey Devils. Like let's say the Nets didn't like start in Jersey.
They did start in Jersey. They played their games at the T-Neck Armory.
No, I'm saying let's say they didn't start in Jersey and they started somewhere like whatever.
Yeah.
And then they got introduced to us as the New Jersey Nets. It just rings. You know what I mean? Like New Jersey Nets.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Nets. Nigga, shut up. It don't even sound. It has no ring to it. Get it? But
double entendre, nigga. Don't even ask him, nigga.
Yo, Jeff, drop that beat, bro. Drop that beat, man. I'm in the mood right now.
So I guess the ABA days don't count. Julius Erving, right? Shut up. No, it don't. Don't tell me about no. You know what? Wait till we get to sports.
Oh man, my bad. We over.
We just got warmed up for sports. But all right, so we good with the first Q&A?
Yeah.
It's either here or there.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think the bottom row would age like the top row would.
Hell no.
It's a bunch of big names, and I don't think it would be as dope as everybody would say it is.
Yeah. Give a couple shots real quick. Oh, we got BSO Wings in the house. We got Andre. What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yo, since y'all watching, right? Can I tell them about their burgers? Bruh. I'm looking at my phone like I'm looking at them. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw me?
Yo,
I don't know what kind of meat that is. Yo, that is like the healthiest. If that's beef, then I'm gonna pay like a hypocrite then. You know what I'm saying? That shit is amazing.
Yo, George,
we just crapped all over beef.
I did.
10 minutes ago.
I did.
George, he says this every week.
I'm talking about when I cook it though.
He says this every week about BSO, man, but it's nothing but love, man.
Christ, man.
Nothing but support and love, bro.
Everybody can't cook. Them BSO cook their ass off.
Maybe you go get up with a turkey burger. I don't know.
I gotta check. Yeah,
I think he does have turkey burgers.
I'm just asking.
I think he does.
I give him a shot.
Just asking.
Shit.
All right, so for the second Q&A, the question is, what do you do when your child, your preteen child or teenage child, talks to you the same way he talks to his homies in the street?
Jeff, you got kids?
Stepson.
Okay. Should I go first since I have no kids? Just
Well,
give my opinion.
Shoot.
I'm gonna go first since I got two, and I'm going through it right now.
Let's go.
I tell my kids all the time, I'm not your friend, I'm your father. You know what I mean? And I say that because I don't want them thinking that, you know, they can't come to me or tell me anything. I always keep that door open for them. But I draw the line. It's, you know, when they come at me with a lot of street slang. You know, like, you don't address me as yo, like yo dad. No, it's dad.
Yeah.
Or you tell them to do something and like, dad, you capping. Or it's just like or like my son, he likes to say, okay, dad, say less. Like, you know, no, it's
hold on.
I don't like that shit, man. That shit bothers the hell out of me. And you know, I mean, I gotta let them know, like, look, bro, like I'm your dad, man. Like, you're not gonna talk to me like I'm your homie. Always remember, I'm your father. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna be there for my kids. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows how much I love my kids. But it's to the point that you have to learn how to be respectful. I'm raising men, not hoodlums. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I tell them all the time, whatever you do outside, don't drag that shit back in the house. You know, because now I gotta retrain you. You know, and it's probably gonna be a left and a right.
Hey.
You know what I mean? But you got to let it be known to these kids. And I was like, me being a kid. You know, me being my kid's age. I never thought once or twice of saying yo dad or yo mom, because I already knew what the consequence was. Like, all my mom had to do really was give me and my brother a look, and we already knew what time it was. Like, all right, yeah, we ain't doing that again. You know,
Say it again.
Kids nowadays, you give them a look, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you looking at me, yeah, I dare you. Oh, don't dare me.
You know what the funniest thing I find to be hard to teach kids to do? I don't know what the age difference, but I'm not around as many older folks now that I was when I was their age.
Right.
And I can't say that I'm not trying to teach them the difference and to definitely respect elders. So like he had Brian, we all know Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
Was his teacher. So when I'll go up to him, I'm like, yo, Brian, I'm not Mr. Wilson. You know what I'm saying? I give him the respect, the teacher and whatever it is. And then he was like, oh, yeah, Brian. I'm like, no, you call him Mr. Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to teach that stuff into him.
Right.
It's like, yeah, you see me be cool, but you ain't on that level with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's a hard thing, and it goes. My parents and my grandparents drilled that shit into me.
Yeah.
Old folks, white, black, whatever it is, respectful, mindful. But what I find weird, I don't know why, I'm not running into, and not that I got to teach them when I only run into a white person. Okay, look, this is a teachable moment. This we ain't gonna see him. No, but I try to tell them that. But when I try to put it in practice, there's not too many super what I consider older folks to be. So when he sees me talking to somebody, usually somebody around the same age that's usually listening to his type of music. Mm-hmm. They got Drake and shit on too.
Yep.
Well, my grandparents didn't. They weren't listening to whatever was when we was there. It was very hard to make that distinction, that contrast of whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew they were older, but when they doing the same things you're doing, do I address them as an equal? But then you got to realize you're not. You got to give them that respect or whatever it is. That's to me where the tough times is. But definitely you got to let them know, yo, man. This is the end. That you can't do this. This is where it stops. Here. There will be consequences, or people won't like you because of you doing this. You know what I'm saying? And you won't be able to notice it until it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Grandma.
When I was a kid, I would always call my grandfather by his name, and it wasn't they didn't take it as his name was we called him Robbie. His name was Robert, and then they didn't take it. He didn't shit.
Right.
He's my grandkid. I felt like if he felt like he was disrespected, he would have put that shit in play.
Right.
You know what I mean? And at the same time, I call my grandfather by his name, but I always knew my mother's name as a kid, and it was always in me not to say it.
Right.
Because that's my mother. It was always in me. It's like, man, you say you call me Juanez, and my grandfather called her, and like friends of the family, hey, man. It's like, damn, what if I just went up and say, hey, Juanez, like, what for dinner? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I just think about like, how'd I get here? It was just, I mean, like even some people do it, but even cursing around your parents, like I might get off a damn or something like that, but like for me to like MF this and
still to this day, man,
like,
I don't cuss in front of my mother or my father.
They know you old enough to do it.
But it's just that when you're raised a certain way, you know who you can do it in front of, and you know who you can't do it in front of.
That's the point.
And even when you get older, it's still like a respectful type of thing that because some people probably take it in a way where are you still scared of your parents? No, it's not about being scared of my parents. Like my parents raised us the best way they could, but they raised us in a way where we have to be as mannerable as we possibly can. So when it's around my grandmother, my mother, or my father, people like that. It's not to say that I'm disrespecting somebody else when I am cussing, because it's more of a comfortable aspect. I can say whatever in front of y'all, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna have to worry about like, or just have a thought in my head of what my parents is gonna feel or whatever. I mean, and that's something that just stays in my mind. It's just a respect thing. It has nothing to do about being scared, because I never want to say I'm not scared of my parents. You know what I'm saying? Because that Cosby episode always reminds in my head. I brought you in this world, and I can take you out. Yeah, you know what I mean? That kind of resonates with me. Things that my mom and dad said to me, I don't know. Maybe y'all feel the same way. But things that your parents said to you as you was getting older, from a young man, from a boy to a young man. Now that I got kids, I'm repeating it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I turn into them. It's like, wow, like sometimes I gotta sit back like, did I just really?
Yo, I find myself doing that all the time.
Oh,
Especially
man.
when I'm with my nieces. And, they starting to develop at like 15, 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, put a fucking sweatshirt on. Nigga, I want to see your breasts out. What the hell you talking? You'll be there. But now, if I'm in the mall with my homies, yeah, girl, take that off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, Lord, look at me. I'm just,
It's like I told y'all before we got on the podcast. Before I got here, my youngest son, he was complaining about the Xbox. Like he takes the Xbox serious.
Mm-hmm.
He gets mad when he lose. Like he gets upset. Like he was just in a World Series or a Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
So it just get to the point though. You don't want to hear all that. So I said Eli, I said, look, come here. You come in here. You got a phone. You got games on your phone. I don't want to play my games on my phone. I said, well, look, you're not playing Xbox. I said, you're on a light band right now, all right? So when I get back home or whatever, we'll talk it out, we'll work it out, and we'll try it again, because nobody wants to hear all that whining and crying. So when I showed him the games on his phone, he got enlightened. He was like, oh, zombie game, and he got happy.
Yeah.
I got him in a calm now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have your disagreements. With the person you're with, and my girl was like, "Oh, that ain't fair. If he can't play, then Taven shouldn't play." And I'm like, "No, because it's not Taven. It's Eli. Eli has to understand. He has to understand that, first of all, you can't win everything, and second of all, you gotta have good sportsmanship. How can I sign him up for football and he acting like this at home?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do on the football field or the basketball court?
Exactly.
God forbid a baseball game. You gonna hit somebody with a baseball bat? Like, come on, bro. Like, I gotta instill this in him now.
Yep.
So tough love is always a good thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't wait till it's too late.
You know one thing, since we talk about, like, this is the the Q&A. I can't stand bad ass kids, and another thing I can't stand is when parents act like they don't know they got bad ass kids. You feel me? You ever be in a grocery store? I know this ain't even like a comedy, baby. I heard this so many fucking times, right? You ever be in a grocery store? I ain't gonna lie.
I already know where he's going with this, bro.
I've seen this shit before. You know what I mean? This little kid was doing something. I'm just say like Mike or some shit like that. Said, Mike, if you don't get over here right now, Mike, stop it. I'm not doing anything. And then they start counting. And it's the fucked up part. 1, 2. He starts counting with her. 3, 4. Like, nigga.
Where's the ass whooping? Where's it gonna happen?
I said, yo, this chick really want to 10? Fuck is, yo, I can't stand. I'm sitting here, I'm going down another aisle. This shit makes me sick, bro. Like, damn, I'm not saying like nobody's asked you to like to give your kid an uppercut. Well, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen them kids up there hitting the parents' back and shit? Nigga, I picked a little, bro. Like, not that. Why? Okay, here's another question. Why is that happening? Why is that happening?
No respect.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no respect. You think you equal? We not.
They get hit. They hit back. Why is that happening? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. This was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. We was at a dollar store in East Orange. This is when the kids, my girl was staying at Sierra's grandmother's house.
Okay.
So we go into the dollar store, and Tavian wanted a toy. I said, no, I'm not buying no toy. I ain't coming for that. I came here to get one thing. I want to get out. And no, it was Family Dollar. So he starts throwing a tantrum on the floor. And like I said, man, like when you a kid, man, you get that flashback of what your mother did with you, or your father did with you. Yeah. I caught that flashback, and it was just reaction. I beat his ass. I beat his ass in the aisle.
Right there. Yep.
Right where he stood.
Yep.
And so he got up. He was like sniffing it or whatever. I paid for my stuff, and I was walking out the door, but the manager came up to me, and I thought he was gonna say something like yo, I'm gonna call the police or whatever. He said, you know what? You did right. Because I would have did the same goddamn thing. These kids do not listen today. He said it straight like that. I said, okay, respect. He was like, nah. He's like, no, respect you, brother. He said, you keep raising your kings.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
It's two sides when it comes to this, right? Because in actuality, not all kids respond to a beating. I don't know why. Everybody ain't equal. You know what I'm saying? Some kids will you could take a pinch. Some kids you can get there with a like, oh, Gerald mad because he got the eyes raised, whatever it is, so I'm stopping.
Right.
And some kids are gonna keep testing you, so you got to put hands on them. But there's two trains of thought. Like when it comes to this, it's like I'd rather punish you now, so you can learn this lesson. Hopefully, they don't have to beat your ass to learn it. But if you learn it, because it's gonna carry out in the future.
Right.
There's many a times, like I've said that my grandmother's gone, you know, God bless her soul. But when she told me stop the cursing, and then I figured out a way, like I can't curse around her, but it muted my cursing because I used to curse so much. You get what I'm saying? Now, when I go to work, I don't curse. When I go here, I don't curse. When I go there, I don't curse. You get what I'm saying? And it plays out in a big part. It plays out in your everyday life. You get what I'm saying? Respectability behavior. I open doors for people. I say please and thank you. And then you look, somebody runs across you like, I ain't heard that shit in years. These young people don't say that. Where you from? Well, let me talk to you real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild, but you don't know. These little traits end up being the things that certain people respect you or don't like you or disrespect you for. It's not even necessarily because of what you said or what you did. You get what I'm saying? It's just a moment of how you act, and it's something that you learned when we were young. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mr. Johnson. You know how many people don't say that or do things like that? You
or
know what
sir,
I'm saying?
ma'am.
Yeah. Don't even matter. And it's crazy.
Growing up, that's what we were accustomed to.
But it's crazy, and you know, it just makes you think. It's like, is this a lost art now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like it's because a lot of people aren't teaching it to these kids now. It's crazy.
Or how about the people that can't help it but not mind their business when you disciplining your child?
Oh nah, they just asking for that.
Oh, it happened to me in the dollar store in Lodi.
Turn the blind eye. That's what you do. Excuse me. That's it.
Cause you know kids act out when they're in the store. You know they run around. They want to you know touch this, touch that, and I'm yelling at my kids are hard headed, bro. So I'm yelling at them in the store. So this white lady was like, "Oh, would you just leave them alone?"
She wanted to beat him.
I said, "Excuse me." I said, "You want to take them home with you?"
Thank you.
And everybody and I was online too, mind you. I was online, and everybody in the store started. You know, they looked at me. They started laughing. I'm like, yo, she lost her damn mind. Talking about I need to leave her alone. Take my kids home then. I'm all loud and shit.
How old was she?
She had to be in her 50s, man, something like that, man. And I didn't feel bad for what I said, bro. Like she had a look on her face like I was harassing her. No, you harassing me.
Me, yeah.
You're telling me how to discipline my kids.
Yeah, to stay online.
I don't like that, man. Because I don't go to and I don't want to make this a racial thing, but I don't go to a white person and say, listen, stop counting to your kid, whoop his ass. I don't say that. You know what I mean? You do what you do. However people raise their kids, put them in timeout. I don't believe in timeouts, but you put them in timeout, fine. That's what you want to do. That shit don't work for me. No, you pop how.
Timeout's like a
you know what I mean?
A pit stop, nigga.
We can have the timeout after I whoop that ass.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
But you know what? And this is the other thing too. Like when you whooping your kid's ass. Don't whoop them because the worst thing you could do is whoop them because you're mad from your own anger or something else.
Yeah, it's got to make sense. We're not talking about abuse here, people.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
there's a line. There's a line.
It's a line.
There is a line.
And the other thing that you have to do is after you do the give them their little whooping or whatever you give them.
Yeah,
you have to talk to them to make them understand why they got the whooping and how to prevent them from getting future whippings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my mother did that with me, and, I mean, I don't really think it worked because I still got whoopings. I still got in trouble. But, I mean, like, I learned that from her, though. Like, I'm like, damn, like, okay, like.
Yeah, that definitely comes down. That definitely comes down from family
because, like, they'll see and understand that, you know what? Okay, yeah, I got a whooping, but, you know, they still love me.
Yeah,
You know
of
what I mean?
course, yeah. Like I said, it's a difference between abuse, homie.
Yeah.
That's a fucking huge difference.
You know what I mean? Because the first time people hear whoop, oh my God, child abuse.
Yeah.
We got to report him.
Yeah, nobody's DDTing their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
the fuck, nigga? The fuck going on, bro? Like,
And then he picked me up and put me over his knee.
Can't even talk about shit, bro. Like,
Like, what are you doing?
But we in agreement though. I mean,
Of course.
We all agree.
Ed Gaines in here. We see you, man. Thanks for watching.
hey, what up?
He jumped in. He said, "On site, my guy. Don't let up.
Word.
Once they out,
What up, Ed?
it up there. It's stuck there."
Yeah.
I just give the evil eye dead stare look I used to get. Yeah, that should work for some kids. And then shit, I'm gonna call you out for the fade. You gonna get you my
Yeah.
you in my biz. Might as well get you better. Oh, might as well get you a better wife or girlfriend's minding my business. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man. Kids need to be disciplined. Kids need to have
some form of discipline.
some type of fear in their parents, because if you can walk over your parents, guess what? You're gonna be in the street doing the wrong thing all the damn time. Don't worry about it. My mom and dad gonna bail me out of jail. I'm good.
Nope.
Me stealing this juice ain't nothing. You know, you still one time you gonna steal furthermore. You're gonna do furthermore dumb shit, and that's where parents gotta draw the line and stop trying to be their friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop trying to be your kid's friend.
Yeah. There's a world
that's
full of
like that's
people
like buying love. You can't buy your kids love.
Yeah.
Nah.
Sometimes you gotta let them get burned. As far as like I'm using an analogy, as far as like that when you're a kid, you wanna like fuck with the stove and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, you'll learn. I mean, I tell you, don't fuck with it. You know what I mean? Been turning gas knobs on and shit. We all blow the fuck up in here, man. Like, leave shit alone.
Yeah.
I got a story with that too, with me and my brother, but that's for another time. He'll probably be mad as hell for me telling that story, but shit funny though.
Now, if he came on the podcast, he could defend himself.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
can't defend himself because you know what? I'll tell you after the podcast. It's over.
I had a camera rolling. After pod, I'm about to put it on YouTube.
Jeff, cut this part in.
All right. We're gonna jump into we're gonna cut this out. Q&A. Jump into the BSO report. Got 2 topics to talk about with that. But before we do that, gotta show George some love. This segment is sponsored by BSO Wings. Don't eat fast food. Get good food fast. Now, just a heads up, guys. In case some of y'all don't know, there was a fire on the second floor of where George's restaurant is.
Oh wow.
So I'm guessing, I haven't really talked to George, but I haven't talked to George. I haven't talked to George, but I'm guessing it might be like some water damage and stuff like that they have to get straightened out. Just make sure everything is kind of good for the cooking of the food and safe for the customers, especially safe for the food, because you don't want no type of lead or anything falling in food or whatever and stuff like that. So George did put a post on Facebook saying, letting everybody know that he's going to try to get everything up and running ASAP. As soon as possible. Damn it. But got tongue tied.
I thought you said it right.
I did say it right?
I heard ASAP.
Oh, my bad. I thought I said something else. But anyway, George did put it out there that he's trying to get everything done so that way things can get back up and running. So stay tuned, guys. Look out for a post, or if I know anything, I'll let you guys know. But support BSO Wings, black owned. All right. So the first report I want to report on, we lost another legend yesterday. Hank Aaron, he passed away yesterday. I believe he was 86 years old. And he didn't break the color barrier, but he did break other barriers as a Major League Baseball player. First of all, one quick story. He actually had the chance back in the 50s to team up with Willie Mays, back when they were the New York Giants.
Oh wow.
The New York Baseball Giants. Um, but he ended up signing with the Milwaukee Bay Braves, and the reason why he signed with the Braves is because the Braves offered him $50 extra in his contract. So can you imagine how crazy that team would have been with Hank Aaron and Willie Mays?
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
That would have been a big draw for them.
But yeah. But I think he did. He did win a World Series in 1957. We all know he's a home run king. He um top Babe Ruth's record of the most home runs in Major League Baseball history
Yep.
in 1974. And there was a lot to kind of endure with that because he is from Alabama. He was born in Mobile, Alabama. Um, he left the South, to chase his dream of being a baseball player. And when the Milwaukee Braves moved to Atlanta, Georgia, they kind of called it the New South, because Hank Aaron came up through that Jim Crow era,
Oh yeah.
you know, so he felt like he kind of got out of that. Now he's back in the Deep South again, where it's like, kind of the same thing, but it's worse now.
Yeah.
And civil rights movement was in full effect then, and it was just a lot going on. So prior to him breaking the record for the Major League Baseball, the most home runs in Major League Baseball history, he was getting a lot of death threats. A lot of people didn't want to see a black man breaking Babe Ruth's record. So and to be honest, I mean, if you ask me, I mean, because anytime you see a reel with Babe Ruth and the Yankees, it's in black and white. I would say that Babe Ruth had maybe a darker tan than to be called a white guy. I don't know. I'm not saying that he was a black dude, but that's just me. I don't know. But yeah, he did endure that. And just like any other black professional athlete in that time, they went through it. For prime example, Jackie Robinson. They literally threw the ball at him purposely. And it took a lot of courage and strength to fight through that and not retaliate. And that was a promise that Jackie Robinson actually made to Branch Rickey. That he wouldn't get into any type of violent fight with any of the players because that would have ultimately kicked them out of the Major League Baseball like probably forever.
Yep.
So it just that took a lot of courage. Same thing with Hank Aaron, took a lot of courage to endure all the hatred, but they did look out for him. A lot of his teammates looked out for him. I'm talking about white guys. They looked out for him. Don't bother him. Leave him alone. That type of deal. So he broke the record once, and after he broke the record, I guess things kind of squandered off. Things kind of started getting to like, okay, yeah, we all together now. I mean, we still got some racist, folks, here and there, but it is what it is. He continued his career, and I think he retired in the early '80s, got into the Hall of Fame. And then after his ball career, he was an activist, for black people in black communities, always trying to do the right. He was the type of dude that always tried to do the right thing, so to speak. You know what I mean? And clean cut dude. He wasn't the tallest dude in the world, wasn't the strongest guy in the world, but from what they say that he had the quickest wrists. A lot of pitchers like to pitch him inside, and a lot of times they pitched him inside, that ball was going out of the park. That's how fast his hands was. So shit, he probably could have been a boxer. Who knows? I mean, quick wrist. You gotta have quick fists. You know what I mean? So hey, but it's just dope. It's just dope. It's just dope to have a heritage where we can like kind of say, you know what, black people kind of put their stamp on in the '50s. I talk a lot about my grandfather being a firefighter in Hackensack and my uncle Sandy, him being a firefighter in Hackensack, and how they were like one of the first black people, and that means a lot to me. And this goes the same way with the athletes in American sports. It means a lot to me that we have a lot of black people that put their foot down and was able to actually, make something out of it. And it's sad that there's some players that couldn't see that day. Like one person I can think off the top of my head is Satchel Paige. He never played a game in the Major League Baseball, but he was like one of the best pitchers in Negro League history. You know what I mean? So, lost a legend. It's sad. And I want to put this out here, too, because somebody said this, and I don't want nobody to try to link this to anything. They said that, and I don't even really want to say it, but it kind of pissed me off. Well, it did piss me off. It was said that he took the COVID shot 2 weeks ago.
The vaccine, yeah.
Vaccine. Now, people are trying to, play, private eye inspector and all this shit. Oh, well, that's probably the reason why he died. Listen, he was 86 years old. You could die when you're 86. I mean, you could die any time. Nobody knows the cause of death. Let the family grieve. If the family wants to put that out there and tell us why, fine. But stop trying to guess and link stuff and causing rumors. Don't do that.
Not when somebody passed away, bro. Like, damn.
Nah, don't do that.
That's some corny shit.
But now my brother want to call me. Hold on. I didn't go through. He'll probably call me back. There you go. Hold on. See, he hung up.
I'm going to call twice and hang up. What kind of shit is that?
I was about to say, you lied, brother.
When he saw your mic?
He saw the green board in the back.
That nigga hung
up. He hung up mad quick. But but like I was saying before I was interrupted by my brother, I gotta learn to cut my phone off. I'm in the studio.
Yeah, it would be nice. It's all right. Hold on, let me take this round. Yeah, what up?
But let's not start rumors about this, man. And let's celebrate the life that he had, man. He had a great life. He achieved well off, probably more than maybe what he probably didn't think, or maybe he thought. You know what I mean? Like, it was hard for us black folks back in the day, man. Like, I'm talking like I've been there, but I'm just saying, like, it was hard for them back then. It was hard to try to be successful. It's hard to try to have money.
Man, your grandparents will tell you.
My grandparents told me all the time. You know what I mean? Especially my grandmother. I only have my grandmother living right now, and but she used to tell us all the time how much of a struggle it was, and just to come up. Even my girl's grandmother, she tells me her stories because she grew up in Georgia, and she was around all that plantation and all that.
Yo, was it Sierra's grandmother that said what movie came out? Was it what's the name of that Martin Luther King movie?
Selma.
Yeah, and I think she said something like they don't like what happened back in the day. Like they're not showing everything.
Oh
no. Oh no.
Yeah, she absolutely
She's
right.
right.
Yeah.
She's right.
If they showed everything, we won't watch that shit.
No.
I mean, you know what I mean? Come on.
Because there's certain things that I can stomach watching stuff like that, man.
Exactly.
I can't watch all that craziness. Even with Roots, man.
I was about to say
we watched Roots all through like grade school, middle school, high school.
I ain't like watching that shit.
But that was like the corniest way to teach us Black history, though. To me.
The slavery part, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? We know what not to get off the
But you know what? It's funny how it's not even funny. It's kind of crazy how they can show us videos of us being beaten and calling people master and all this other shit and being called nigga, but they don't got that shit in the textbooks. Who they got in the textbooks? They got all the slave owners in the textbooks, from George Washington all the way up. But but these are people that are supposed to be like, the forefathers and everybody that, we're supposed to be like, you know what? If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no America. Well, look, we look at it different. If it wasn't for black people, it wouldn't be no America.
Nigga, this world be corny as shit if we ain't exist. I don't care what nobody say, nigga. This shit
You know
be
what I mean?
trash.
But
You know what I'm
we're not going to turn this into a whole racial divide thing.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
My bad, my bad.
Just like Black Lives Matter, our opinions matter. So you know what? If you don't agree, you don't agree. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not trying to force this upon nobody, but you know what? We got a rich history, and just like any other ethnic background in America, you have a rich history. The Jews got a rich history. You know, okay? The Spanish, Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, y'all got a rich history. So I'm speaking for everybody. You know what I mean? So I don't want to make this like I'm trying to turn this to a hate thing.
Nah, I just want to talking about roots. I remember because we watched that. They put the VHS tape on when we was in school.
Right.
And as a kid, when you watch videos, somebody, if something bad was happening, you're used to somebody coming to save the day because, we was big on cartoons and certain shows and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they put the noose around the neck, you know what I mean? And, the horse done pulled off from the shit they was standing on or whatever, or they kicked the chair or whatever, these niggas is hanging by their fucking necks. And I'm just sitting here damn, ain't nobody, it fucks you up as a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, ain't nobody gonna do nothing? What kind of, I didn't, you know what I mean? At the time, you a kid, you still learning and shit like that. And I remember my mother told me, her mother told her, it was, I think they showed shit like that in school. My mother saw it, and this white girl wanted to grab my mother's hand because, everybody had to grab a partner.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother didn't want to do it based off what she saw.
Can't blame her.
I mean,
Yeah.
and my grandmother was in the cut. Her mother was in the cut, shaking her head, don't be like that.
Right.
She didn't do nothing to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't do nothing to you,
Granddaddy.
So.
Granddaddy,
Yeah. Emphasis. She didn't do nothing to you. You know.
We be at the house by 8.
Now who coming to pick up from school is a different story.
This nigga crazy. Oh
My
man.
bad. I'm not trying to take the spotlight off of
Hank
Aaron yet.
There's an interesting connection with MC Hammer with Hank Aaron. As a matter of fact, Hank Aaron actually said he didn't like being called Hammer and Hank. He didn't like that nickname, but
I don't blame him.
it kind of stuck with him, and the relation with MC Hammer, I guess the name says it, all his own, but MC Hammer used to be a bad boy for the Oakland Athletics when he was a kid, and he actually met Hank Aaron, and a lot of the ball players and fans and people said that he looked like Hank Aaron, so they called him Hammer Jr. So
that's what he got the MC Hammer.
Hence, that's how he got his stage name, MC Hammer. So it's a lot of different there's a lot of different connections that a lot of people have with Hank Aaron. I mean, to be honest, because I'm such a sports nut, man. Like everybody knows I'm a sports nut. I would have loved to met a Jackie Robinson or a Hank Aaron, a Floyd Little. I eat, sleep, and drink sports. That's just me. I'm always, reading up on things, looking at old flicks of games, and it's just that, I don't know. Like that's something I wish I could do. Like just jump in a time machine, like on Bill and Ted's time machine or some shit like that.
Throwback.
You know what I mean? It just go back and like, damn, like this is dope, man. I mean, it's a lot of historic things, with the black athletes.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And even the Giants football player back in the 50s, I think it's I forget his last name. I know his first name was they call him Rosie or something like that. But I think he played on the defensive line. He was an animal. I watched a lot of film on him. You know what I mean? And it's just, I like I said, I don't want to make this like I'm trying to say, black people are better. But you know what? When it comes to sports, it wouldn't be the sport it is now if it wasn't for black people. I'm just saying.
Don't say that too loud. They might assassinate your ass.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because you got to think about it. You got to think about it. When they're getting scouted, they're getting looked at. they want to try to get the fastest guy, and of course the first people they're gonna look at is black people. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Football, basketball, baseball need to come back. We got. I don't know. For whatever reason, baseball doesn't really interest black people like it used to.
You know what? I remember I went to one game. It was a Yankee game, and these girls behind me were screaming Derek Jeter and shit.
You was jealous?
And oh nah, hell no. Oh man, but
they probably saw your hands like, damn, I ain't talking to that nigga. My bad, bro.
I tried to talk through it too. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. I kind of. But I ain't gonna fall like baseball. Me, I'd rather play it. I can't watch a baseball game. You know what I mean? I'd rather play it. You know what I mean? Because I went to one game. I don't know who they played.
Don't tell me you fell asleep at the stadium,
bruh.
You can't fall asleep in the stadium, man.
Bruh.
Come on, yo.
Bruh, my nigga. When I was with some white people, they're giving me beer and shit. You know what I mean? Q, you want another one? Bruh, two. You know what I'm saying? And I said, nigga, something got to keep me up. These cold beers sitting in my lap. I won't go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's funny, bruh.
I'm like, yo.
On a nice
But
summer day.
it's a live event though. You
You
got all that music playing. You got the dun 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 dun. You got all that playing.
Honestly speaking, I had nothing to do. I went to a game. I had nothing to do. If my dish was piled up, I said, nah, I'll catch the next one, bro.
Yeah, man.
I had nothing. Baseball is just not my shit. But at the same, but you know, it's not. But at the same time, you know what's crazy? If I put on golf, I sit there and watch you swing that putt. Like he ain't gonna make that shit. He ain't gonna tell me niggas ain't never do that shit. He ain't gonna make that shit. I don't know.
Hate,
just
hate.
I don't know. It's just me, man.
I can feel
Just like tennis. I only watch what's.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear them groaning and moaning and stuff. I get you.
Yeah.
But they don't.
You're not womanized. What you call that shit when you like what you misogynistic?
Yes.
When you try to.
But you know damn well when they go to hit that ball, they let out that grunt.
Don't nobody hit like the Venus.
I was about to do it too. Chill.
I started to do it, but yeah, Jeff, you got it.
That shit gonna sound crazy and that shit.
Hey, you know what? My Uncle Conrad took me to my first baseball game. It was a Yankees game. It was the Yankees against the Oakland Athletics, and that's when they had Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
The Yankees had Steve Sachs, Mel Hall. I mean, I remember the names on Roberto Kelly. They wasn't really that good though, but they beat the A's that day. They beat them 11-1.
Yeah.
And I remember going there again. Went to the game with the Twins and another dude. He must be a cousin. I don't know.
He said another dude must be.
I forget his name. But we was in the club boxes.
Oh, nice.
And they gave us these nets to try to catch foul balls.
Yeah.
I was close to catching one, but I would have had to jump on top of the net to get it.
Oh yeah, you wasn't close. Just so you know, that was way out there.
Jump on top.
It didn't quite make it, but you know what? I got robbed of a baseball, man, because my dad took me and my brother to the Mets game, and no, it was the Yankees game. We had seats on the third baseline.
Yeah.
Foul ball coming. And I'm ready, bro. I got the glove. I'm like, I'm about to catch this ball, man. This white dude, bro, man. He bum rushed the hell out of me, man. Grabbed the ball. My dad said the ball right there. I saw the ball. The ball's gone.
Of course.
He's sitting there. Got the ball in his glove. I was grilling him the rest of the game, bro. Like, damn, that's my ball, man.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. Hope he lost it. But anyway, so rest in peace to Hank Aaron. Hell of a career. Hall of Famer, World Series champion, and you'll be missed.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. Hank Aaron.
All right, so the next piece of news we have, it's another sad occasion. We lost Larry King this morning. He passed away at the age of 87. Just want to read a quick little piece from this article. It says for 63 years and across the platforms of radio, television, and digital media, Larry's many thousands of interviews, awards, and global acclaim stand as a testament to his unique and lasting talent as a broadcaster. Um, Larry King, man, like shit. I think we all grew up on watching Larry King on TV. Somebody in our household had him on. He did all the big interviews and um
if you were channel surfing, you saw Larry King.
you saw Larry King. And as I got older, when I got older, I started tuning into him because I'm like, yo, he's really not really that bad. You know what I mean? Like he's not on the fence with anything. He speaks it how it is.
Yeah, he was really direct with his interviews. So
and,
that was
and
one of
very
the best
blunt.
things. Yeah.
So I respected him for that. Especially when it came down to like coverages, like the big news, like when Michael Jackson passed away. He was all over it. He was just all over everything. And he asked you the questions that some people might not even ask you. He wasn't even scared to do it. He put it out there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I respect that.
So that's another legend from the newsroom. Once again, rest in peace to Larry King. Condolences to his family. And wow, I mean, it's been a really crazy couple of weeks already in January.
Yeah, man.
The first month of the new year.
Sports world has lost, a lot of people so far, and now Larry King. We have the bull crap at the Capitol.
We didn't even get past the first 30 days, homie. That's
Nah,
it.
man, it's just crazy.
That's
It's
it.
just crazy. But anyway, we jump into sports. We do have some football today. Let me jump into it. Should have had it open already.
When's Super Bowl? In 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
February 3rd, I believe, or February 4th, I believe, is the Super
So
Bowl.
2 weeks from today. All right.
So today we have. Let me jump into my sports center.
February 3rd. That's a Wednesday, nigga.
Oh, my bad.
It's got to be the 7th?
It's probably the 7th then.
Got to be the first week in February, right?
Yeah, it's only the first week in February.
Yeah, so the Sunday, so it's got to be 7th. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yep.
Shoot.
All right, so I was wrong about last week with the Buccaneers. They actually beat the Saints. You know what? I'm not gonna get no excuses, man. But there was some causes in there that actually made it happen the way it happened.
Okay.
There was a pass that should have been a touchdown, and it went right through homeboy's hands. The ball hit him right in the numbers, and it went right through his elbows. Like how do you do that? how does that happen, bro? Like,
Open up in the back. Let it go.
Right through his elbows.
But I mean, damn. They kept showing the instant replay. I'm like, yo, how do you do that? Yeah, that reminded me of the kid from the Little Giants, Hot Hands. He couldn't catch for shit. But
it's funny how art imitates real life. My bad.
But I mean, all in all, I mean, I was pretty good with
You wrong. You remember that?
I was pretty good with the with the games. I did say that the Packers will beat the Rams, and they beat them by more than what I said. I think I said 14. They beat them by damn near 20 points, 22 points. Damn, I was dead wrong about Buffalo and the Ravens. Shit, I thought it was gonna be a closer game than what it would be, but like more like a shootout. But the Bills, man, that defense came to play, bro. And they shut them down 17-3. So that's the first one I got wrong. What did I say about the Chiefs in the Cleveland Browns though? I said the Chiefs will win, but they're gonna make it close. So I was right about that. And I was wrong about the Saints and the Buccaneers. But 2 for 4 ain't bad. No, I'll take it. Right. Well, now it's the last 14 down starting today. So
was Green Bay
against Tampa Bay. Now, this is my feeling about this game. Well, the spread is they got Green Bay at a 3.5 margin of victory.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Buccaneers defense doesn't play like they played last week, the Packers is gonna run. They're gonna run them out the gate.
Okay.
But I'm only saying that because the Packers are hot and they're scoring at a crazy clip. But you gotta keep in mind the Buccaneers beat the brakes off the Packers in the regular season.
True.
They busted their ass. So
True.
like I said, that Buccaneers defense need to come to play, and the Packers defense, they gotta put pressure on Brady. Everybody knows that the more pressure you put on Brady, the more erratic he's gonna be in the pocket because he can run, but he ain't no Patrick Mahomes.
He ain't got no scramble.
He ain't no Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to hit him.
See, that goes to back when he was in New England and, bro, like, said Hut. Bruh, I'm sitting here like, these niggas still ain't get to this nigga yet? On some rush. He had time to look for wide receivers, my nigga. When I say time, I'm being nice. Like, no,
he had time to go to the sideline, get a sip of Gatorade, and come back into the play. If a quarterback has the ball more than 5 seconds, 3 seconds is way too long, but 5 seconds, bruh.
Well, we ain't talking about Brady. If you talking about like just 5 seconds, Brady had that. He could have looked at that shit like a baby. Be like, you know what?
Homeboy had his.
I don't feel like throwing
it. He had his Apple Pod earpiece in his ear, man. He was having a conversation while he throwing the pass. I mean,
Probably was.
You know what I mean? Like, but you got to hit this guy, and it shows from like other times when they lost or when Brady lost. When he gets pressured, when he gets frustrated, it's the most funniest shit in the world. He's slamming his helmet. He's on the sideline or pouting and shit.
He look like he just lost his dog. Every time you see him, man, he don't get his way. Look, his eyes just watered up and shit.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what pissed me off? I'm gonna tell you what pissed me off. This is back when I think it's like maybe week 6 or week 5. I forget what week it was. It was early in the week. So for it was a Monday night game against the Giants. This past year or this year. The Giants almost won the game. But when the Giants actually lost the game, they showed Brady on the sideline, and he was looking all dejected, like, oh my God, not again, not fucking Giants, man, they don't even got Eli. So he's looking all dejected and shit. And when the Giants couldn't convert, I think it was a 4th down, he looked up and he went, I said, yo, fuck you, Brady. But I respect Brady, though. And I never have a problem with Brady or the Patriots because we beat them when they counted the most. Okay?
Yeah, we know. I didn't want to interrupt him. I knew where he was going.
We got two.
I couldn't take that away from him.
We got two of them damn things, okay? When they were undefeated and we defeated them.
You know what's funny? Cause
that didn't make sense, but it made sense to me.
But people still to this day, they was like, oh, that shit shouldn't count. A touchdown.
Right.
No, but people, a touchdown is a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It counts. There's no, he didn't challenge the shit, bro. Like, he was in bounds. He caught the shit, like, shit never touched the ground. And they killed Eli because I think, he got rushed and he threw the ball. They said he didn't look when he threw the ball. You know what I mean?
Sometimes he don't, though, bro.
But
I'm gonna keep it real.
And the person caught it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We like, all right,
but you know what? See, now, I'm glad you brought that up. Sometimes when that happens, and I'm not saying that they practice that in practice, but you kind of have an idea where your receiver is going to be in part of the route tree. So if he's doing a comeback or a curl or some type of slant and you're getting pressured, you're going to throw it in that vicinity and just hope that he can make a play on it. That's what happens. It's not like, oh, my God, I'm just going to throw it away. Nah, he's not doing that. He's going to throw it in the vicinity, and he's just going to hope and pray that he makes a play on it, especially if he's your playmaker receiver.
Right. I think everybody has the same mind state, like, all right, it's coming. I'm not going to say, hey, wait for it. When it gets close, I'm going to jump for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody has that same mind state, but, like, if nobody's around at that moment while it's in the air, the person, in my opinion, who's going for it, like, he's running towards it, I think he has a better shot.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More trajectory. You know what I mean? They leap off them feet. Like, the shit you see football players do, It don't always work, but the shit used to, like, when you see him leap over, when you see him leap over, when you see him leap over niggas, then you see the one, I forgot who did this, but you see he tried to leap over him, but he still got caught. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, get that shit out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that much. You ain't got no ups. Remember that shit back in the day?
Yeah, you got no ups. I actually see that actually happen, man. And he tried to hurdle, man. Dude grabbed both his legs, and it looked like a wrestling move.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I know that hurt.
Say when I saw.
I bet you won't do that again next play. But for this game of the Buccaneers against the Packers, I'm leaning more towards the Packers because of how hot they've been. If the Buccaneers prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. I mean, they just gotta be consistent, man. Consistent with how their style of defense is gonna play. Now I know Todd Bowles is gonna throw a lot of exotic looks, a lot of different exotic blitz. He likes to blitz. So if he can connect on a lot of his pressures as a defensive coordinator, then Rodgers might have a long game. You know what I mean? But the Packers, they're gonna have to equal that. So whatever team, you know, like both teams, pretty much they're gonna have to equal each other, blow for blow. All right, and if the Packers jump out, they're gonna have to try to keep the lead. I think the Saints were actually in front, most of the game last week, and I don't know, things just kind of fell apart. So if the Packers start off hot, then you know what, and their defense is clicking, Packers all the way. But the Buccaneers might have momentum because the Super Bowl is being played at their stadium.
I thought, it's down in Miami, right? Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, excuse me.
They're gonna be the first. If it happens, they'll be the first team in NFL history to have a home game for a Super Bowl. So if the Buccaneers wins, guess what? This was rigged. They did this on purpose. They wanted the Buccaneers to play in their own stadium. I know it's gonna happen.
Of course.
I'm gonna say it before everybody else does.
Nah, or because it's Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna try to rub it in Belichick's face. To be honest with you, I want it to be the Packers against the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, me too.
It will be a remake of Super Bowl III, I believe it was, or Super Bowl I gotta look that up.
Folks are
But
Aaron Rodgers,
it was one of the early Super Bowls. When the Super Bowl era started.
Right.
And the Chiefs actually, did they win that game? I think they. You know what? Let me Google that. I think they won that game. But while I'm Googling, I'm gonna talk about the game tomorrow. The Chiefs play the Buffalo Bills. Now, y'all remember Joe Montana, right?
Right.
Yep.
Now, in the regular season in 1994, Joe Montana was the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills the first time around in that regular season game. They played each other again in the championship game, which is ironically crazy because it's the same thing like it was this year. But they played each other in the AFC Championship game, and the Buffalo Bills beat the Chiefs to go on to lose to the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. And
shit ain't roll off the tongue right, you know what I'm saying?
They lost to the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. But we all know the Buffalo Bills they're the only team in NFL history to go to the Super Bowl 4 times and lose the Super Bowl.
That's like one of the last times I remember. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I remember the Bills went to the Super Bowl against Dallas, and it was like such a long time ago. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think somebody running to the end zone. They were showboating a little bit. They run to the end zone. They had a football out like this.
Leon Lett.
You know what I mean? They had a football out like this.
Yup.
He was tipped on. Somebody came.
Don Beebe.
Pow,
Don
nigga.
Beebe.
Get that shit out of here, nigga. You could have been ran that shit in there, bro. I'm here bullshitting. If I'm the head coach, I'm like.
But you know what? That's why they always teach you not to give up on the play. Don Beebe sprinting down the field. He sees big man showboating Leon Lett.
Had no idea he was behind.
Knocked the ball out the end zone. Guess what? Now it's a touchback.
Yep.
They still got their ass kicked in that Super Bowl though.
Yep.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah, you're not bringing up good things, bro.
hey man.
You're bringing up Dallas victories.
I'm saying it wasn't even about Dallas. It was about the Bills. Last time I remember they went to a Super Bowl.
All right, so it was Super Bowl I. It was the first Super Bowl ever. The Packers actually won that Super Bowl 35-10.
Wow.
In that time, this is when the NFL was split. They had an AFL and they had the NFL.
Right.
The Chiefs record was 11-2, and the Packers record was 12-2. The head coach at the time was Vince Lombardi, and for the Packers, and the Chiefs coach was Hank Stram. Hank Stram has a famous saying. We gotta play that one day. That shit's funny as hell. We don't got time for that now, but it's funny as hell. But we all know Vince Lombardi. Actually, Vince Lombardi used to be a teacher in Inglewood.
Really?
You know the Catholic school on Tenafly Road.
Yeah.
He used to be a teacher there.
Wow.
And he also coached. I think he did some basketball over there, and football. And he was also offered a contract in Hackensack to coach in Hackensack.
Jersey.
He turned it down. He turned it down, and he went a different route. I think he started somewhere coaching in college, and then he made his way back over here. He was the Giants defensive coordinator.
Look at that.
Jersey.
And the Cowboys old coach was the Giants offensive coordinator. So you know what? We breeded them. Okay?
Y'all welcome.
It's a Giants connection. It's a Giant connection. You can thank me later, Cowboy fans and Packers fans. You know, I'll say some names in particular, but you know what? I know they ain't watching. So
I'll tag them.
I'm definitely gonna tag them because they gonna hear that. All right. So my take on the game. I did go back into 1994. I think history has a chance to repeat itself. Even though I want to see the Chiefs win this game and see Chiefs against Packers, but I think the Buffalo Bills might have an edge in this game. And I'm not going with the hype that Mahomes might be hurt. He might not be able to play right. He cleared the protocol for concussions, for a concussion that he had last week, and he also I think had like an ankle injury or something like that. So they say he's moving around. He's doing good. So I'm not going with the hype. I think he's gonna be a-okay to play. But the Buffalo Bills showed me something that I said that I had to see, and they did it last week. Their defense was fucking awesome. So I think that the Buffalo Bills can kind of eke this out if their defense plays the way they played last week. Now, because you still got to chase this kid Mahomes. Lamar Jackson, as good as he is, he's not no Mahomes. You know what I mean? Mahomes is doing things out of nowhere, bro. Like you see some of the passes he made so far in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Like no look. How you do a no look pass in football? Like I don't understand how he does that.
That's dangerous.
You know what I mean? And he's so quick with his feet, man. Like he I don't know. That Buffalo Bills defense has to play the way they played last week in order for them to win this game. But I see them winning this game.
All right, go. Let's go, bro. Super Bowl predictions.
I already said it. Oh, see who's gonna win the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to see, like I said, I want to see Packers and Chiefs.
That'd be cool.
I think the Chiefs will beat the Packers.
I think that'd be dope. Just based off of fucking Aaron Rodgers and
it's a storied history.
Mahomes.
It's storied histories with both franchises. Now, if it's Buffalo and Tampa Bay, which it could be, I don't even think I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl.
Stop lying. Stop lying. You're gonna be there and be enjoying it.
No,
he might flick back and forth. You know
You know what? I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna play my own Super Bowl on Madden.
Whatever, dude.
Like, this how you niggas should have scored, nigga. Slant my ass.
It's gonna be the Giants against the Chiefs. But anyway.
Oh, Lord. Lordy.
But no, you know what? I'm a sports nut. I'm definitely gonna watch. If it's Tampa Bay or whoever, Tampa Bay actually has a home game. Cool. All right, fine. You know what? It'd be great to see them get destroyed in their own home.
I think, honestly speaking, I'm glad you said, because I think like that's what people want to see. They want to see Tom Brady, as big as the name he is.
Yep.
Oh, he should have never left the Pats. Why should he get to the Super Bowl and and drop the ball?
Oh, it's gonna be meme central.
Oh yeah, think he gonna give a shit? First of all, that's another thing too. Like I know everybody want the chip, they want the ring. You know how tough it is any sport. You know how tough it is to actually get all the way there. Like I beat all these niggas. I'm here now, and if I don't get it, I could just try harder next year. A lot of people don't make the playoffs, let alone the fucking championship. You know what I mean? But you know, that's that's how the way the shit goes, right?
So I guess I got it on paper that I got the Packers beating the Bucks, and I got the Chiefs beating the Bills. No. I said I see the Bills beating the Chiefs. So I got the Bills beating the Chiefs. I hope I'm wrong, Chiefs. Come on now, let's go. Shit, prove me wrong. All right, so good luck to both teams, man. And everybody get your wings. Your ShopRite got a good. They got some good. They got a good spread. Get your cold cuts. Get your wings. Get your sandwiches.
I ain't even talking about the food. I'm talking about you see the crowd. You know what they're in there for.
Yeah.
It's women in there who watch like sports like niggas do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Super Bowl, all the ladies come out, whether they know the game or not. What they throwing? What's that? A boomerang? Like, no, it's a football. they just want to go hang out. Yo, seriously, they just want to go hang out. It's the party atmosphere, dude.
A boomerang.
Yo. We forgot. This is going to be another super spreader event. I ain't going front.
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't going front. Everybody going to be at everybody's house.
Who's performing at the Super Bowl?
Oh. Is it the weekend?
I think
that's
so.
what
I heard.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it's the weekend, right? Yeah.
That's going to be weird.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to bring out.
Well, they were disappointed with Justin. Wasn't Justin last year? Justin Timberlake?
He did all right to me.
They were disappointed. No, because he wasn't really singing his song. Like, the song played, and he was dancing and shit.
The fuck they mad because he didn't whip out a titty or something? What the fuck, man? Leave the brother alone.
Is Janet here? See how them boobs aged.
How come that was like her fault, not his fault? Didn't he make the titty come out?
Yes.
It was a costume malfunction.
Malfunction, allegedly.
But he did something, and the titty just popped out, and everybody going at Janet. I'm like,
he gestured his hand this way and brought it back, and then I don't know, maybe the seam in the whatever she had on,
or maybe he was like nowhere near her chest and just happened to pop out. I don't know. But,
maybe it was a boy.
He got a handful.
It was a boy.
I bet.
he lived a boyhood dream.
Lucky
and he shared it with the whole world. Thank you, Justin Timberlake.
Lucky bastard.
You know how many people pause if you had that the TiVo TV, you know how many people
Yes,
pause that
TiVo was
shit
a
just to
thing
see a
then,
nipple?
Yeah.
Just to see a nipple though.
So Janet,
You really pause that just to see a nipple? Like, come on, bruh.
you better go on Pornhub. I know it's Janet Jackson, but damn.
Like you never seen a nipple before.
Oh, shit, talk to your girl.
Fucking.
She acting. She in one of her moves.
I want to just briefly talk about the Brooklyn Globetrotters.
That's still funny.
Look, I'm not gonna say much about the Knicks because you know it is what it is with the Knicks. I like what we're doing with our team, man. We're playing good team ball. We lost that last night. We should have won that game, but we lost last night. But look, if you look at the rankings for defense, we're ranked number 1. Yeah, so we're a bad team with good defense. I'll take it.
Okay.
It's better than what it was with the last 5 years, 10 years. We're trending, man. Like I said, we're trending. Look, I'm not talking. It's the same thing with the Giants. I'm not talking playoffs. I'm talking about getting better each and every time we get back on the court, get in practice. That's what I want to see. I'll probably talk playoffs. You know, I'll holler at y'all in March. Right now we're at 8 and 9, so we're trending. Ain't like we're fucking 2 and 12 or some shit like that. We're trending, man, and we're getting better. You know, we got a lot of young bulls, man. We gotta let them grow. We gotta let them blossom. And you know, we haven't done anything yet.
I think that'll make the Knicks a better team, actually. Like, stop throwing big names around and shit. You know what I mean? And then when the big names lose, then the team lose, and it's like, oh, he didn't do shit for the fucking team. You know what I mean? Like, let these niggas, like, grow up and mature on their own and get a name for themselves. And
But you get tired of people saying that, oh, you need a bona fide all-star. Like why?
some of these niggas are made, bro. Like, let them, like, how, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
if you have good coaches with the Knicks, the Knicks assistant coaches, they're good, along with the head coach, they're good. So the Knicks they're in good hands. I wasn't a big fan of the hiring Thibodeau, But like I said, I'm being proved wrong. But I'm gonna get off it now because I want to talk about these damn Brooklyn Nets, man. Now, when Kyrie came back off his personal time, wherever it was, they're not saying what it was. They keep it in house. Cool. They signed James Harden, aka the Beard. All right, so I settled from the jump, yo. Like, okay, fine. You got all these scorers. How you gonna split this up? You know what I mean? They're gonna rock paper scissors before they get to half court. Who's gonna dribble the ball? Like, what they gonna do? And you play the Cavs twice, and you lose to them twice. Like, what? I put a post on Facebook. I'm like, oh, yeah, so some big three we have here, and people saying that you're bugging. No, I'm not bugging. Anybody that knows sports, you gotta have everything clicking on every accord, defensively, offensively. Everything goes hand in hand.
Looking at names,
it's like a marriage. It goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like, some people believe Kyrie only came back because James Harden's on the team now. He might take my spot. Okay, well, you should have felt that way 7 games ago when you fucking decided to go on the hiatus. When you was clubbing, when you was, birthday parties for your sister and all that. Yeah, you should have thought about that shit before then, if that's true. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying, if that's true. But they got their hands full. If you can't play defense, you can't win games. I don't care if you score 200 points. If that other team scores 201, nigga, you lost. Because they're going to put up points, but you got to be able to clamp down. Now, they lost a couple of key players because of this trade, and it's biting them in the ass now. DeAndre Jordan, he's not the DeAndre Jordan when he was the Clippers. It's a different DeAndre Jordan. You know what I mean? I feel like he took a step back or two. So, look, all you Brooklyn Net fans out here that's, oh, my God, we're going to the finals. We're going to get a championship, blah, blah, blah. You kick rocks. Kick rocks. Because I'm tired of hearing this shit, bruh. And I'm not even hating. I'm not hating. I love the team I got with my New York Knicks. I can ride with that. But you guys, you know what? If you guys don't even sniff the playoffs this year, matter of fact, if you make the finals and you don't win a championship, it's a failed season. Because you put all this shit together thinking that, oh, okay, well, we could do it this year.
Bro, you know what it is? It's a bunch of I'm going to say it until, like, I get redundant and niggas be like, yo, nigga, you said that last week, so it's still true. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of big fucking names on a team, and we have to develop some type of chemistry.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Prime example. Let's go back to the old teams, right? Chemistry. We know Jordan. We know Pippen. Horace Grant added to the shit. Dennis Rodman added to the shit. Kukoc added to the shit. Ron Harper added to the shit. You feel what I'm saying? We go fucking Utah Jazz. We know Stockton and Malone. You know what I mean? We know Greg Ostertag. He added to the shit. I think his name was Byron Russell. Was it Russell?
Byron Russell.
Byron Russell. He added to the shit.
Famously got swished in the face.
Yeah.
Jordan last shot.
Yeah. That was that crazy crossover.
He fouled him. No, it wasn't a foul, bro. He slid.
Yeah.
He slid.
That was some shit. And that's the worst when the nigga just leave a hand up there, too. You know what I'm saying?
He said,
nigga just leave
it's pretty. It's so pretty. He went Sydney on him, yo.
Nigga said, I'm going to just leave it up here. You know what I'm saying?
Take him to SeaWorld.
Well, I'm talking about, like, chemistry. I'm going to spend a couple seconds. Just chemistry, bro. Like, it's not just big names. It's chemistry. Now, when they was talking about, LeBron, he got to pile his team up. Okay, but with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, it was fucking chemistry.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't look at it like that. Fucking Seattle Supersonics. You had Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. Okay, there's also Hersey Hawkins. You had Detlef Schrempf. You know what I mean? It had Sam Perkins. It was a chemistry thing. Everybody played a part or played a role, you know what I mean, on that team. You know what I mean? Might not have been the best shooter, you know what I mean? Might not have been the best, you know what I mean, passer, none of that shit, but everybody has a role. Everybody's playing the game. And at that time, I ain't gonna say everybody, but at that time, everybody knows what a team game meant. It means the team wins, not just one nigga playing against 5 niggas.
Right.
James, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about Melo now, so I gotta go at James Harden. You know what I mean? I told you, he's like a human highlight. Like, bro, like you got other players. He comes up with his defender. He steps up, dribbles it between his legs, hits a little crossover, steps back, and shoots to Jay. I know everything he does.
I'll tell you what the other James said when he saw that trade go down. He said, "Oh, y'all niggas cute." You think LeBron James is scared, bruh?
Not at all.
Y'all didn't did nothing yet, man. Like, come on, man. It goes back to the fans, man. Y'all chirping too much, man.
They really mad at this nigga because he won 3 rings in 3 different franchises. They hate this nigga, bro.
Like LeBron was like, "Oh my God, they signed James Harden. Oh my God, damn! I just got finished trying to beat another big 3, and I gotta do another big 3." No, he ain't saying that, bruh. He chilling. He going to practice whistling, like whistling Dixie. Like, come on, bruh. Like, cut it out, man. Y'all gotta stop that shit, bruh. That's like me saying that the Knicks is gonna be an 8th seed in the playoffs. You don't see me doing that. Like I said, if y'all don't sniff the playoffs, or if y'all get into the finals and y'all don't win it, it's a failed season. What you gonna do then?
Cry.
Have every excuse in the world. You know what I mean? I got some family members as Nets fans too, and you know they probably think I'm bugging too. But look, I ain't bugging, man. I know what I'm saying, bro.
I never seen nobody rep the Nets like they rep every other fucking team. Honestly, like growing up, I never seen nobody with the Nets jerseys.
Respectively, I did rep the Nets just because of the simple fact it was in our own backyard. It was right there. Mm-hmm. It's Jersey. I rep everything Jersey in New York. But when they moved to Brooklyn, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? My dad's a huge Knicks fan. So it rubbed off on me. You know what I mean? I didn't really start showing it until I started getting more into like in tune with the team. You know what I mean? Because same thing with the Giants. You know, Giants, yeah. You know, you see my dad. We got the Giants jersey on. I had Giants pillows. My dad bought us Giants pillows. It was footballs. You know what I mean?
I know what it's gonna sound like, but it ain't like that. Cause my mother bought me a Giants garbage can. I know what it sound like, bro, but it's not how it is. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga.
Nigga say, you know what to do. Like, what, whoop my ass? Come on, Jeff, not violent.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, like, when you see your dad's a fan of something, you're going to turn to a fan of something.
Usually, yeah.
And that's what happened. Like, and my dad, he's a New York fan, period, anyway. Like, he'll go to a Jets game if you give him tickets, Mets, Yankees, whatever. He's a metropolitan, tri-state fan. Me, I just decided, like, you know what? I can't do all that. First of all, that's too much aggravation. Because what if all your teams suck? So I narrowed it down to the Giants and to the Knicks, man, and the Mets. Well, I was always a Mets fan because I'm a big Strawberry fan, Dave Cone, John Franco. I can go on and on and on and on. So, you know, like, it is what it is. You know, we're going to agree to disagree, but Nets fans, pump your brakes. Relax.
Yo, hold on. Yo.
Huh?
That's sports.
Okay, we done.
And I ain't no help neither because I was talking too. You know what I'm saying?
But I was sitting there, I was like, y'all just rolling.
But you know what? I mean, I'm glad Ron.
It's good. Nah, it's
I'm
good.
glad Ron getting more involved with the sports section. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Because you know what it sounds. Because it just seems like if I'm just sitting here like I try to get more involved with shit, I guess I could comment on and know about. But I'm just sitting here like.
That was a good conversation though. It was a good conversation. You know what I mean?
This nigga still talk about the Giants.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on, that's cornball shit, bro. That's his shit.
That's gonna leave us about 10 minutes for for the IME topic of the day.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir. All right, IME Barbershop, affordable women haircut and. Okay, hold on. Let me try to get all of it. I got everything here.
Except the address, right?
I got everything right here. You know what? I gotta send you. I'll do it. I'll do it after the podcast is over. All right, so let's start this over.
Okay.
All right, IME Barbershop is an affordable hair salon slash barbershop. Um, the owner of the barbershop is Rasheen, aka Rod the Barber. Preferably call him Rod the Barber. His address is, let me get it up there, 851 Main Street in Hackensack, New Jersey.
All right.
You can hit him up on damn it,
Booksy.
Booksy.
thank you.
You about to say Booski?
I always do that. I'm about to say boot. I said boot. I said
Hit him up, that Bootsy Collins.
yeah,
nigga.
Bootsy, yeah. I can never say that.
B-O-O.
Booksky. Booksky.
There you go.
There we go. Hit him up on Books.
Just say book and say C. Book C.
Just hit him up on the book. All right. Because he doesn't take walk-ins. It gotta be appointments. And especially now, I don't blame him because we're in a pandemic. We don't want just anybody walking up in there. So hit him up on that. He's normally open from 8 a.m. to I think 3, right?
Dang, they put me on the spot.
I think it's 3. Well, I know on Saturday he closes at 3. You know what? Let me give you the schedule now. I got the schedule here. All right. So Saturday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday, just he's closed. It's over. It's done. Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then on Friday, he opens up an hour later, so it's 9 a.m. And then he closes 2 hours later, which is 10 p.m. So make your bookings now. Get there, get fresh, get fly. Like Jim Jones says, get your drip. And also know that he has apparel. He has shirts, any type of clothing for men, women, kids. He has masks for the pandemic for kids and adults. So you gotta check him out. The address again is 851 Main Street in Hackensack, New Jersey.
You would not be disappointed.
All right. So the IME topic of the day is when is the right time to talk to your kids about sex? All right. And this topic kind of came to me because of the simple fact that I look at some of these parents out here. We have kids raising kids, and some of these parents don't they don't in a sense teach their kids the right values of sex, of respecting a woman, or vice versa, a male respecting a woman or a woman respecting a man. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to raise their kids. You can raise your kids how you raise them, but it's just that certain things that your kids hear in the street, certain things that your kids see, they see mommy and daddy or whatever. And I'm not talking about just kissing. Sometimes you got kids that kind of just walk up in on y'all. Y'all doing it. They see it. They go back and they may have an idea of what it is, but they really don't. So stuff like this need to be talked about. And in some cases, you might have to talk to your kids a little earlier than you want to about it. They might pop a question or they might hear something from their friends, and then you got to kind of clean that up. And the way you clean it up is you can't lie to them. You can't say, well, the stork from the sky, No, we're not doing none of that. You know what I mean? Like my mother was really blunt. She told me straight the fuck up. Like, listen. Matter of fact, the conversation sometimes normally start like this. Joe, you having sex? And that's the most uncomfortable. It's like, what? I gotta talk to you about this. I could talk to Ron. I could talk to Jeff. I gotta talk to you. So she'll come straight out with you having sex, and then you say no, or you might be like ew, no. Like if you say ew, something wrong with you. But
Yes.
you know what I mean. But it's like you have to you gotta be straight up. And my mom was really straight up. You know what I mean. You keep your dick in your pants. Straight up, straight up. I ain't trying to be no grandma. You better not be. You better be using rubbers. Like stuff like that. So keeping it real with your kids, like we touched on it before when we had the Q&A. You gotta be really really honest with with yourself first of all, and then when you're talking to your kids about sex and birds and the bees and how things go and how everything play out, you can't sugarcoat nothing. You can't sugarcoat nothing because you rather them hear it from you than them hearing it from the street, but they're doing something wrong in the street now. Now all of a sudden, now you gotta deal with the fact that your son or your daughter got somebody, well, your son got a girl pregnant. Now you gotta deal with that reality, or you gotta deal with the reality that your son or your daughter caught a STD because you wasn't being really honest with them in explaining it. So I think the right age to in my opinion, and you guys can jump in and whenever you want to say your piece. I think the right age to talk about this is probably at the tender age of 10. But if need be, you probably have to start when they're 6, when they're 7. You know what I mean? And maybe you don't want to be too blunt with them when they're 6 or they're 7. You kind of gradually want to reel it in and tell them some stuff. But as they get older, it has to be out there. You can't be on some beating around the bush shit.
I think it's a mixture. It's the basics like of how a baby's created. Yeah, I'll give them that at 6 or whatever. Whenever they mature enough, they early or whatever. But then I go into the real gritty of a sexual relationship.
Right.
Like maybe at 12 or whatever. Just before allegedly puberty hits, whenever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? And you got to notice that because all children are different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like some kids will still be into PlayStation and Xbox until like 14, 15. Some dudes be at 12 like, yo, her titties. Whoa, you know what I mean? They double typing the joint you double tapping. Yeah. Like, yo, what you looking at this for? What you looking at that for? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So it's a difference, but you gotta hit them just before that to let them know, like, okay, even if you do be smashing, you gotta protect yourself. And then here's this: emotionally attachment. You think you love them, but you don't know shit about love yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't know what's real and what's fake and all this and other stuff. So it's 2 separate conversations I think should have. But yeah, that beginning of this is what happens when a guy does this with a girl, and your little brother was made. Yes, definitely. That's gotta hit early. There ain't no storks around here. Ain't no bundles of joy. All that shit is gone. Nope.
What about the aw?
Yeah, all my ass. They better all one of them bills.
No
That's
all
it.
from Jeff.
That's it.
The all-less episodes.
Shoot. Kids ain't cheap.
What about you, Ron?
I think my mother, she approached me different. It wasn't like much of a conversation. It was more like statements.
Yeah.
Cause she would see me talking to somebody like, who that? All right, now don't be fucking with them fast ass bitches.
Yes.
It could be the same conversation. She would just come back and tell me later to continue it. You know what I mean? She still saw me talking to her and shit like, be easy out here. I ain't watch. That's what she was telling me. It was about babies, but it's the way she said it. She'd be like, all right, nigga, I ain't watching nobody. You know what I'm saying? Going about her business. You know what I mean?
I got that one. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, what? What you talking about?
She said, I got what she said, too. I'm sitting here like, goddamn, I ain't even hit yet. But
she said I ain't watching nobody.
Oh, man.
That's just telling me, it's moms. Moms always, I'm not going to say always, but like moms, if I had kids or a kid, she'd watch them, you know what I mean? But I won't put that responsibility on her. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but at the same time, you got some parents like watching their grandkids. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bring them over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you bring them over here, bring stuff that goes with it. Like food, You know what I'm saying?
Sound like my mom.
You got diapers, right?
You know what I mean?
Good.
Especially when my kids is at my mom and dad's house, like we all know, Tuesday through Saturday. You know what I mean?
So then Saturday shit gotta stop.
Yeah, right? Right?
I don't know when he said it. I don't think like if people was listening, it's how it's said. Not it's Sunday to Saturday. And if you be like, what you talking about? All right, well count from Sunday to Saturday. Sunday, Monday. Oh, that is nigga. That's nigga all the way to Saturday.
Man.
That's a whole fucking week, bro.
It was funny
Shit.
because my kids said to my mom, they said, I see you tomorrow, Grandma. She said, no, I'll see y'all on Monday. Bye.
Yeah, low key, your parents are like the funniest people in the world, man. That's the shit they be saying.
Yeah.
You don't think it's funny at the moment because you think they being mean, but you think about it, yeah, that's some funny shit. You got that one.
But to be honest, I was shocked that she said that because I'm thinking like, damn, I was gonna drop them off.
But I'm free tomorrow. No, you're not.
They
No, you're not. You watching your kids.
Nah, they're definitely not home today. She made sure that she was very clear. We're not gonna be home. She said it twice. We're not gonna be home. I said, all right, ma, damn. You thought you gonna say it?
I remember my mother. She opened my bedroom door one day. I was living somewhere else. I mean, it's like years ago, a while ago, and she said, "Karan." I said, "What?" And she said my girl's name, and she asked if she was pregnant. She said, "Such and such pregnant? She about to have a baby?" I said, "Damn, what, she got a belly or something? What you getting at?" You know what I'm saying? Nah, every time she wears some belly shirt shit, I'm just be looking at her stomach like, shouldn't even be wearing that shit. You ain't got the body for that shit. Yeah, you my guy, I don't care. Talk about how big my head is and shit. You got jokes, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
anyway.
like you said that in your head, or you told her straight up?
My girl?
Yeah.
In my head.
You bitch. Man up,
I
man.
ain't gonna tell my girl she got a gut.
Nah. You right.
But
I wouldn't do it either.
I was joking,
Because
but
you never hear the end of it.
no, because then she got anyway.
Go ahead.
We ain't doing that.
We was about to throw off, but go ahead.
Nah, we gonna take this shit to some. It's anyway, no relationship shit.
Next week.
Next year. We can do it next week.
Yeah,
But
go
just to make it short, what age? I say like that age when they start getting interested in girls. You know what I mean? So at a certain age, not necessarily talking about having sex, but like just letting them know, like, you know, like not even the just like, you know, when a man and woman gets together, like that's how you got here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, how did I get here? I'll tell you about that later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Later means he's not gonna get it now. He's gonna be he might be weirded and creeped out, or even like not know what the fuck I'm talking about. But at the same time, I'm still instilling that. If I had kids, I'm still instilling that shit in him as life goes on. You know what I mean? It's not a conversation we had at 9, then like at 19, like damn nigga, like you got 3 babies, like no nigga, like we had this conversation beforehand,
Right.
trying to give you the heads up, and like what happens, and you know if y'all go through with this, you know what I mean, protection or not, but please rub her up. But protection or not, like it's a chance, like, you know, she can get pregnant and you only such and such age. You know what I mean? That comes responsibility.
Right.
That I know you ain't gonna want to have. You know what I mean? But you ain't got no fucking choice. 'Cause I tell you like my mama told me, nigga, I ain't watching shit. Real talk. I'm lying, but you like if your kids had kids, you know what I mean? Like you watch them because they're your grandbabies, but at the same time, it's like I'm not watching them as soon as they come out. Where your girl at? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it. I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to play babysitter, but if, you know, I look after my grandkids and my kids had kids, but.
Every day?
No. No. That means, like, you don't even think you got kids no more. You see what I'm saying? I mean, let me drop this food off. You don't know if they ate or not. I'm eating that food. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm petty as hell. I ain't gonna grocery shop yet.
You know what?
Whatever you bring over here, we splitting. That's petty. I know. Go ahead, G.
You know what?
I got 2 boys, and y'all know that I got 2 boys, but they got cell phones now, so they don't know how to talk. Well, you know what? Then again, why should they know how to talk? I be hearing the conversation that they be having with their friends, and they're talking about girls, they're talking about butts, talking about
they don't know how to talk
titties.
in code, or
they're not talking in code. They're talking straight up.
see that bitch ass.
And
Yes.
it's like
Sandra with the titties. Yeah.
It's like yo. You don't think I don't hear you, bruh? Like. I decided one day just to approach my son with it, the same way my mom approached me. So I said, Tav, I want to talk to you real quick. And he gave me one of those looks like, oh goodness. So he knew something was coming. So I said, Tav, I said, what kind of girls' butts you like looking at? You like a big ass, you like a medium sized ass, or a small ass?
It's like a medium, small, medium, large, and asses.
So
he could supersize his ass.
I asked him that question because I wanted to see if he can open up the same way he was open on that conversation he was having with his friends.
Okay.
So
smart guy.
He said, Dad, I'm not talking about that with you. I said, what you mean? Ain't nothing wrong with a big ass. He said, Dad, I'm not having this conversation with you. I said, but you can have it with your friends though, right? He said, what do you mean? I said, Tav, I hear everything, man. Especially when we're in the same house. Like, come on, bro. Like seriously, like let's talk about this. Like, what are you feeling now? I'm asking him these questions, and he's uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. So I said, you know what? I came at you a little crazy, so I'm gonna tone it down. I said, do you have a girlfriend? He said, no. Eli in the back seat. Yes, he got a girlfriend, and her name is so and so and so and so, and he likes her. Like doing all that, heckling, like siblings do or whatever. Yep. So I said, Tavian, I said, look, first of all, you don't got a girlfriend. You got a friend, but you don't got a girlfriend. He said, Dad, what you mean? I do got a girlfriend. I said, you got a job? I said, you got your own place? I said, you got money? You got a car? He said, but Dad, I said, no. I said, Tavian, you do not have a girlfriend. Like, I understand where he's coming from because we were that age. If there was a girl that we liked, that's like, yo, that's my girl. You know what I mean?
Especially if she liked you back.
Exactly, and that's what the case is. But I told him, I said, listen, you don't want to move too fast with none of this shit because you really don't know what you're doing. You're only 10 years old.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy your childhood.
Yeah.
Be a kid. There's people that we know, like when they got to high school, guess what? They got knocked up. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, we know people that happened in middle school.
Exactly.
Like, word up.
God
so I'm trying to.
Yeah, we think. Yeah.
I'm trying to like real and even with Eli, because Eli he's following behind Tavian.
Of course.
They got this thing called Google Chat, and they were doing it on their laptop, and I stressed it to them, don't do that because the school can see what you're doing. They see everything. They see what you're emailing. They see if you're on Google Chat, and they saw that Eli's the youngest of the bunch.
Yep.
What the hell y'all doing, right? Mm-hmm. So I make sure at a certain time even my mom when they're over there at my parents' house, she makes sure like when they done with school, the laptops is up away. They don't go on it. Okay. So they get don't get themselves in trouble. When they come home, it's the same deal. You got to 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock. I let my kids go to bed. I know it's kind of late, but you know what? I mean, it works for me. At 10 o'clock, I take their phones, take their laptops, I take everything. Bed. They don't play no Xbox during the week, nothing. But they get mad, they get upset. But this is to make you understand that you got to be accountable for everything that you do. So if you got a girl that you're talking to, and you like this girl, okay, fine, it's okay I don't care if you like this girl, but you're not touching this girl. Okay, you get a little sensation in with your penis, it better be the pee. And I told him just like that. We're not gonna be sitting here trying to follow everybody else because your friend is kissing a girl or touching a girl. That don't mean you gotta do it. You know what I mean? And I stress that to him. Now I don't try to stress it daily. I don't. And that's the other thing too. If you too much on your kid's back, they're gonna forbid you anyway and go behind your back and do it, just because you're pissing them off. So I try to have these conversations from time to time, just to let them know, like, listen, I'm watching you like a hawk, but I'm also here to teach you, to guide you. when it comes to that time that you want to have sex, I'm gonna be here to tell you what to do, how to do it, how to go about it. You know what I mean? That's my job as a parent. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take, you know, a lot of pride in all that because it was done for me when I was a kid, and you know, but you gotta have these talks, man. Like I said, my mom came up to me. You know what? When I was in I think I must have been in 3rd grade or 4th grade, and it was this white kid. His name is Zach. You remember Zach in Fairmount?
That sound familiar.
He's a white kid.
Yeah, it's the only Zach I ever met in life.
So there was a condom on the ground at Fairmount, and he tapped me. He was like, "Oh, Gerald, look at this, look at this, look at this." And I'm like, what? But at that time, I mean, I wasn't, you know, up on what a condom was. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really there yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some kids, I was one of those kids. It took a little time for me to develop my sexual peak or thoughts or whatever. So I said, "What is it?" He said, "You don't know what that is?" I'm like, "Damn, how you know what it is?" He said, "That's a condom." So after school, I went to my mom's beauty beauty salon.
Yeah.
I said, "Mom, you know what I saw today?" She said, "Oh yeah, what?" I saw a condominium.
This nigga buying all.
And she was stumped. She was stumped. She was like, "You saw what?" I said, "Ma, a condominium. I saw a condominium." She said, "Wait a minute." She said, "Gerald, you went to somebody's house?" I said, "No, I didn't go to nobody's house." I said, "Ma, it was on the ground. I saw a condominium." She said, "Wait a minute, a condom?" I said, "Yeah."
Condominium.
She said, "But Gerald, it's not called a condominium. It's called a condom." She said, "Okay, yeah, we gotta talk."
Girl, I got a big condominium for you. You want over my house?
For real, man.
I like that line. I'm gonna try that shit.
They get the wrong idea.
Yo, every time I think about that shit, it's funny to me now because I mean I wasn't even embarrassed when I first said it to my mother. You know what I mean? But I can laugh about it now because I'm like, damn, man, I didn't know shit about sex. So if a girl came up to me and was like, "Yo, just put it in me," I'm like, "Okay, here's my finger." like I don't know.
You know, you know what I used to think? I used to think like a person was still a virgin if they had sex with a rubber on. And it might be some weird shit. I used to just think like, I be sitting there like, does it count?
Well, some dudes think they not a virgin when they jerk off. Sad. I know this topic took a turn, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, what's your name?
We're just driving backwards. That's what the fuck that is. It said took a turn.
But on the R&G podcast, we keep it a buck, 1,000 all the time.
Oh, Lordy.
But anyway, I mean, but yeah, that little story there. I mean, like, I that's why I'm the way with my kids, man. And you know, Eli's 8 years old. He scares me. He really scares me, man, because it's always the younger child though. You know, if you kind of get through to the older child, the younger child, you know, is always that one that you like. You know, you gotta watch. You gotta have a more watchful eye on because he's gonna do some damage. Something's gonna happen. You just had that feeling in your bones. I got that feeling in my bones with Eli. I gotta be on top of him, man. Gotta be on top of him. But I mean, if or whoever is on the chat, the topic that we had for the IME topic of the day, let us know your thoughts. If you came on too late, you can always watch the recording. Text us, let us know something. DM us. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have the Anchor app, and we also have Spotify. The Anchor app and the Spotify app is where we're gonna actually put all our audio our audio recordings.
Yes.
So if it's better for you to hear the audio recording, we're gonna put it on the Anchor app and we're gonna put it on Spotify. Normally throughout the week I'll put out clips or I'll put out I'll put a post out letting people know that the audio is available. So check us out, man. Let us know what you thought about this topic of the day because you know, the kids are getting faster and faster. It seems like every generation, man. And you know, we really want to build our kids, and not only build our kids, but we want to raise queens and kings. We want them to be successful. We don't want to have no setbacks with any type of stuff that we can actually prevent when they're kids. So like I said, let us know what you thought about the topic. Anybody else got any thoughts?
Nah, just to piggyback off what G said, man, and just make sure don't be scared to talk to your children. I don't have kids, but I do have
You lying.
nieces and nephews.
Nigga had about 12 when he was in school.
Jesus Christ, that make me a shitty father. I don't claim none of them 12.
Damn, man, he got a stimulus. Yeah, he damn sure got that one. I'm joking.
Yo, Jeff, you gotta cut that out, bro.
I don't need no baby mamas to find me.
Fake kids and the stimulus.
Yeah.
That's just.
His stimulus was Monopoly money.
That's right.
Nigga bought the boardwalk. I got it, bro. My bad.
Nah, that's all I had to say. That's it, bro. You got anything, Jeff? Any final words?
Nah, man, I agree with you. Catch them when they're on time, man. They start to get them thoughts, and kids always follow each other. Usually the youngest follow the oldest. You know what I mean? So whatever lessons the oldest young, I watched my sister get her ass beat billion times and learn what and what not to do and how to escape something. So they learn it. They learn it. Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, for any new followers that we got, we appreciate you for tuning in. For those that been following us and supporting us, once again we thank you. Thank you for tuning in every week, man.
Yeah, share
Love
to
this
a
shit.
friend.
We love this shit.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I mean, and if you gotta tag them, like just let people know, man. We out here. We got a platform. We created something. We got good chemistry with doing the shit. Not just me and G, but me, G, and Jeff, and Truth. When he ain't coming at me about having bottles,
It just let it be known, man. We do be getting a little buzzy up here, man. I mean, it's just for the comfort and for the taste. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's what it is. A couple podcasts ago, yeah, I did overdo it. I was kind of ripped, man.
No, nigga, we know. It's all
I was ripped. I think I sat in my car for like maybe an hour before I drove off. You know what I mean? But it was the day after New Year's or something like that.
Yo, hold on, man.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was still celebrating.
No, nigga, we know. Don't worry about it.
yeah, Jeff has the only way
Yo,
of letting niggas know that he ran past your time, nigga.
We know.
Because I was ripped last part. Yeah, we know, nigga. We know, nigga. We know. And this motherfucker, nigga. He ain't talking about shit.
And just to throw this out there to show how much Jeff didn't give a fuck, I said I'm drunk, and everybody heard me say I'm drunk. He's like, yeah, damn, you could have cut the tape on that. Yeah. I don't give a shit though. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is. But yeah, once again, thank y'all for supporting us. Big shout out to Truth Vibe TV.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? And for all the other podcasts, shows that's on this platform, you know what I mean? Oh, we gotta get up with Kira, man. I talked to her the other day. We're gonna try to get on her show. It won't be today, but we'll probably try to do it next week.
Okay.
And also, just to give you guys a heads up, Uncle DJ Rev. Well, I call him Uncle. He's actually my Uncle Craig's best friend, but he's an uncle to me because he's been in since I was a kid. He watched me grow, and he's proud of what me and Ron are doing right now. So he's actually gonna come. Well, I'm gonna get the official word probably either Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
What's his name again?
DJ Rev.
DJ Rev.
Okay.
He's actually gonna come on the show and be our guest next Saturday if he's available. Right now he's finishing up an album that he's working on, so that's something that he'll probably be able to talk about in next week. He's also everybody knows that everybody that knows Rev, he's known for his lyrics. He's been rapping since he was a kid. He was part of that come up when hip hop first actually touched down over here in the Northeast. Back in the day, there was battlegrounds with Teaneck, Inglewood, and Hackensack. You have brothers battling each other, for rap supremacy, I guess, in Bergen County. Because when everybody thinks of rap, they think of it as the birthplace of the Bronx.
The Bronx.
And it actually was widespread, over here too. And actually, there was groups that actually went to New York to battle, dudes in New York. So he's gonna have some tales about that. I'm also gonna see if he can get LC. I'm gonna try to reach out to LC myself. He's also a DJ. They old school. They're very old school, but they're hip with the new school, and it should be a dope podcast. If we can get both of them up here, that'd be very, very dope, because they'll tell us tales that hasn't been heard. So, and the other thing that we didn't get to, and we definitely gonna do it next week, and the segment's gonna be called the Hackensack Fact of the Day. I wanted to do it today, but we ran out of time. But we'll do that next week. And basically, we just want to tell different facts about Hackensack. I have a really good one that I wanted to do today, but didn't get a chance to do it. So I'll make sure I do it next week. I'll save it. All right. So we're in a pandemic, guys. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Protect yourself both ways.
Wash your nasty ass.
Every week.
Constantly.
Every day.
Repeatedly.
Don't use the same washcloth either.
Use the same soap, though.
Make sure you pick the hairs off it, though.
Jesus. I meant liquid soap.
You better get that bar soap. That bar soap better than that liquid shit. But anyway, we're going to close this shit out.
I'm just saying.
It's the R&G Podcast.
I'm Ron.
I'm Gerald. We out.